It's the Bob and Tom Show.
New car sales, Gordon speaking.
Yes, I am El Conquistador.
You are El Conquistador?
Yes, and I would like to make an appointment to come down and test drive a Mercedes.
Yes, sir.
It is important that I am not addressed as sir. I am not a sir. I am El Conquistador. And
Affirmative.
it is very important that I only be addressed in that fashion, as El Conquistador. Could you say it for me?
El Conquistador. What would you like to drive, sir?
I am not a sir.
I'm sorry.
I am El Conquistador.
Brother, let me say one thing. I come from the South here. My parents brought me up to say yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
I understand.
I apologize for being polite, but
no, that is not my title. I am not a sir. I am El Conquistador. It's a title that has been in my family for thousands of years.
I'll do my best.
I am El Conquistador.
El Conquistador. I'll do my best.
You'll do your best, El Conquistador.
El Conquistador.
Yes, so can you tell me what a good time for you to come in is?
Anytime, sir, anytime El Conquistador between the hours of 8 and 5.
What is important is that the people that you work with know that if they are to do business with me, that they must refer to me, not as sir. I know that is polite, but El Conquistador.
What does that mean? What does the title mean?
Excuse me, who are you addressing? Yes, the title means the conqueror.
I thought that's what the last part of the El means the?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, El Conquistador.
Yeah, I'm sorry, El Conquistador. Okay, El Conquistador. When do you think you'll be arriving, El Conquistador?
I will be arriving next Wednesday at around 4 o'clock.
Wednesday at 4 o'clock. I'll put you on my, that's when your flight lands, El Conquistador?
My flight lands at about 3:30.
Okay, so you'll be here. Are you coming directly here, El Conquistador?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Wednesday at 4 p.m. All right. I'll put that down.
His ass.
Sure I budget that time for you.
For who?
For you, El Conquistador. All right, thank you, El Conquistador. I'll be waiting to hear from you and to see you.
Thank you very much for your time. I hope to do business with you.
All right, bro. Thank you, El Conquistador.
You're welcome.
All right, bro.
Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hello there, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
How you doing, buddy?
Good, man.
All right. Hello, Ace Cosby. Hey. Ace is manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Hey, Chick.
How you doing?
Good, man. You?
Waiting for Christy to put her headphones on because every time she says hello without them, no one can hear her. Hi, Christy.
Hello.
There. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
We're all in our places with bright, shining.
Got a lot of mail to get to today. A lot of things happening in the world. A lot of updates. First of all, Christy Lee isn't sitting in just any chair, ladies and gentlemen. That chair is in front of a very special desk, the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition, available exclusively at Target Store's desk. We're going to play that game again. We're kind of learning how it works. This is the game designed to, maybe after the kids go to bed, Thanksgiving night, you break out some ice and, you break out the game. Put it that way. Have some fun.
Where is it available?
We'll break out the ice and the bourbon and then get to this game.
Where is it?
Target. Oh, there we go. They've got their own sound effect.
That's right. Target has their own sound effect.
That's very nice. We heard from El Conquistador, of course. Well, certainly one of the classics.
Was that from the album Bothering People at Work? Hardworking.
No, hang on the phone for a while. No, come on.
They mess with your day.
We have.
Poor guy. Anybody ever call you at work, Pat?
No. Well, yes, actually. I know you.
Come on.
Haven't served papers. They've called.
Okay. Now, we have a request for you, Pat, right off the bat.
Hmm?
Yeah, this is kind of unusual. Before we get to it, do you want to do a little quick sports thing? I think we got a couple.
No, why pick on me? What did I do?
Okay, I thought
World Series Game 3. Looks like we're going to have the Phillies as champs. Everybody all right with that? Bryce Harper and Alex Baum hit a bomb. Helped the Phillies hit a World Series record-tying 5 home runs. 7-0 win over the Houston Astros Last night to take Game 3 of the World Series. Phillies lead the series now 2-1. One more in Philly, then 2 in Houston, if necessary, as they say.
So you say it's over.
I say it might be over. I say
One
it's
game.
over.
Grease up the polls.
All right, out of the next 4 games, Houston has to win 3.
Right.
Okay.
Which they've already won 1.
Yeah, and Philly's won 2.
It's really not, I wouldn't say
over.
Sweep already.
No.
I mean.
Over.
Okay. Sorry.
We got the first college football poll out that means anything as far as assigning teams to playoffs in the national championship. Number 1 is the Power T. That's right, Tennessee, then Ohio State, or as you say if you're from Columbus, Ohio State, Georgia, and Clemson. 1, 2, 3, 4. Michigan is 5. Alabama is 6. And more sports coming up, including a couple of emails, if I might.
Okay. Yeah, I've got an email request. Now, Pat, we were talking about the preferences in the bedroom yesterday, and this letter is directed to you.
Oh.
We were talking about turn-ons, turn-offs, et cetera, and we have more information for the new poll today. This comes to us from John in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Hello, Myrtle.
Based on my experience, Mr. Godwin should have intimate relations with his CPAP machine on and the mask. Just pretend you're a Navy fighter pilot. She will dig it.
Really?
Oh.
Now,
I don't think they dig it at all.
You want to explain this thing to me again? You've got this machine that has the fighter pilot
Yeah, like
mask,
Bane. It goes over your face, the whole nose.
Pumping
and
air
mouth.
into your face.
It's got a big tube that comes out of the top of your head, and that's attached to a whizzing, whirring machine to the left of the right of my bed there.
There's a tube coming out of the top of your head.
Yeah, a big tube.
I bet you could really benefit from one of these. Because
absolutely.
everyone knows how you get fan mail from the airport as far as the sound levels you reach when you're snoring. It's amazing. And you stop breathing, and it's nuts.
I'm doing okay.
You know, I watch you while you're sleeping every every now and then.
So according to John in Myrtle Beach, this is a thing. So I imagine there may be some ladies out there that are turned on by this.
Some.
There's a lot of turnoffs in my bedroom. Is that where you're going with?
Yeah. Well, then he ends the letter by saying, "P.S. Can Pat please play his song about the CPAP machine?" Sure. And now, in your defense, you had to have some pretty serious surgery, and you had to have a little gate put around your bed so you wouldn't fall out and break your back. And
there's ice in there. There's heating pads.
And you're a single guy. And you got
well.
Oh, no, not anymore. But for the purpose of this song and bit, though. Lay across my modified bed. That side rail is there because I fell out of bed, chick, waking up from what's called sleep paralysis. And I busted my right eye. Why won't you stay? Is it that CPAP I have on my head? I have sleep apnea, and the CPAP forces air into my lungs, allowing me to sleep better and longer. Lots of people have them. Whatever image you had in your mind, I'm guessing it wasn't that nursing home kind. Still it is stay. The heating pad is for my back. I had a spinal fusion a year ago, and they put 7 rods and screws back there between the L5 and the S1. So why shy away? Is it the pill bottles and my cold ice pack? The ice reduces the inflammation. I also take medication for nerve pain called Lyrica, which can make me impotent from time to time. I take a Cialis. Let the loving begin. My back may only last a minute or two, and then these sharp bolts of pain go shooting through my legs and feet, and the small of my back spasms, and I have to stop making love immediately. Run, lady, run. Why does this happen every time?
Thank you very much, Pat.
I demand that you say something to Pat about the color of his sweater. Because
it's
you
risky.
Verbally undressed me earlier in the week about my green sweater.
Yeah, that's a pea green, a little bit lighter than army green.
You said mine looked like baby crap, as I recall.
It does. It really is an unattractive color.
Okay.
Kind of brings out the worst in your skin.
It's a very nice fall color. Don't listen to him.
I'll tell my lady that. She picked it up.
Yeah, do not listen to him.
Oh, well. Obviously
Look at the statement of fashion.
Did she have a coupon?
Jay Leno's garage.
Yeah, Jay Leno's garage is right.
I listen, Bobby Township. I like the one that go. That one guy dresses is really cool.
Nice denim shirt. Calm down.
Denim.
Have you heard of him? Have you seen him?
Yeah, have you seen it? You read this?
In the meantime, we have some congratulations to get to right now.
Well, I'm way too modest.
I want to congratulate Brian Huber of Brookville, Indiana, the winner of the Big Green Egg Mini-Max. Brian, we got to get a hold of you. We just found out you won week number 8. He got 14 of 15 games correct in the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition. And there was a two-way tie for first place, but he beat the tiebreakers by guessing the correct winner of the Monday Nighter with, Cleveland beating Cincinnati, and he was closest to the correct total score. So he's our winner this week. Week 9 is up and running. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Pick the winners in the NFL this week. Get your entry in prior to 8 o'clock in the evening, Thursday evening. So you've got some time to get it done. Look over the games. Pick your winners. You could be the winner of a Big Green Egg Mini-Max. We're going to talk to Brian Huber from Brookville, Indiana, tomorrow.
All right.
On the Shoe-In of the Week.
Email coming in. Dear Chick and the gang, I'm a truck driver. Longtime fan of the show. I've gotten in the routine of saying rabbit, rabbit, rabbit on the first day of each month, as we do to usher out the evil spirits. Last night I was in my truck, of course, first of the month, so I am fresh from saying rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. It was just after midnight, though, and I said rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Not 5 minutes later, just before I turned into our company yard, yes, a rabbit darted out in front of my truck, and I ran over it.
Oh.
But it may have been an evil rabbit.
Who gave you that letter?
And it wraps up with, what do I do now?
I think you enjoy a little Hassenpfeffer.
Incorporated, we're gonna do it. Love the show. That's from Phil. And the CB handle is Shrek.
Okay, well, thank you, Phil.
Come on back for Shrek.
Don't have any good advice for you.
Rabbit killer.
We're talking about Mr. Godwin sleeping with his CPAP.
You honestly have never seen a CPAP machine?
I have not. I don't have one. I don't even know.
Well, I know that.
You've seen pictures of them, haven't you?
Yeah, you haven't
Not
seen a
really.
picture.
I know the guys in the airplanes with the
That's what it looks like.
Steve Canyon masks.
Steve Canyon. There we are.
Tom Cruise in Top Gun. The point is, let's talk about sleeping. I'll make this a quick quiz. Christy Lee, your sleep number setting is?
45.
That is a gooey mattress, my friend. Chick McGee?
100. It's that firm mattress, Tom. And you know, the Sleep Number bed, it stays firm. You know how sometimes you buy a mattress and it starts to sag because of the sheer weight of the sleeper? Well, not with the Sleep Number bed.
And it's adjustable. At the touch of a button, you can change it. As fall approaches, the days are becoming shorter, temperatures getting cooler. And Sleep Number's been doing a lot of science. They've got a bunch of new stuff out there, including some very special things about the temperature of your bed. Get the details by going to your Sleep Number store. By the way, right now, there's a special savings on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed. Special bed, special financing, and this is a very limited time. I've got to tell you that. You find all the details at Sleep Number stores, or go online and get them at sleepnumber.com/BT show. National Football League fans know this. Sleep Number is the official sleep and wellness partner of the National Football League. By the way, the special offer is subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See sleepnumber.com for the details. And remember, Christy and Chick, if they were in fact bed partners, can sleep in the same bed because your half is at your setting, his half is at his, and you can adjust it at the touch of a button.
My partner's at 100. He keeps his as 100.
Okay, there we go.
So there you go. Perfect example.
An even better example. So
Swing your partner.
Tomorrow, if we talk about this, we'll call him up and I'll say, "Hey, Mr. A, what is your Sleep Number setting?" And he'll say, "Why the?
No,
are you waking me up? I got a job. I got to get."
He'll act like he's not home.
Okay. The Sleep Number bed. I love mine. I'm telling you, you'll love yours too. And a special savings right now, a limited time offer. Get the details, sleepnumber.com.
Coming up in sports, Jerry Jones is in trouble. Or is he?
Oh.
But you know what? He ain't scared.
Plus, your favorite smells. Getting some great, interesting things about the power of smell, and also a little bit of human sexuality in the bedroom smell stuff today. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
Hey there, Bob and Tom Show family. Become a VIP member today. Go to bobandtom.com/VIP. You'll be able to watch the live stream of the morning show at your convenience anytime you want. That's right, no commercials. You get to see what the gang is doing during a commercial break, usually Tom doing something weird or chick eye-rolling Tom. Plus, you're going to be able to download podcasts, our catalog, other audio bits without commercials. You can watch the show on your big TV at home if you have Apple TV or Roku. VIP members, oh, look at that. You can watch us in your living room or in bed. Don't be weird. Become a VIP today. Go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
Like a stable majority in the country's parliament. Votes were still being counted Wednesday morning. Results not final, but Israel was likely headed to its most right-wing governor, bolstered by a strong showing from the religious Zionism party. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. He was a high school wrestling coach. So I wrestled, and my mom was into music, so I played the clarinet in the band, which they made fun of me, especially the guys on the wrestling team, especially my best friend, Huey Baker. He was a black guy. He's one of those guys that would just get a hold of something and never shut up. Look at Greg, man. Greg played a flute. It's a clarinet, Huey. It's a flute, Greg. You a flute man. Look at little flute man, Greg. Flute your flute, Greg. Little flute man, Greg. He'll be on the bus going to a match. He'll be real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, "Up, 2, 3, 4. What the hell we fighting for? Flute man." It's embarrassing when you're out there wrestling and you hear, "Hit him with your flute, Greg."
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rob Haney is our guest. Now, Rob, are you...
Well, I was, as you might know, I try to be clean, and this is, I feel I might be going over the border with this, but what's the show that's always about sex? It's only
Real Personal?
Well, then back me up if you saw this. The night they had Dr. Ruth Westheimer on as a guest, and this is all true. I don't know how I'm going to clean this up. This guy calls in to ask Dr. Ruth for advice. And he said that he had been dating this girl, but he broke up with her because she had, and this is the hard part, she had extreme odor.
All right.
That's what the man said. I'm sorry, but that's what. And anyways, he said that since they had broken up, they had remained close friends, and she had dated 2 other guys, and those relationships broke off kind of suddenly. He thought maybe it was the same reason. Should I tell her? And as God is my witness, this was Dr. Ruth's advice. She said, send the girl some flowers. And on one side of the card, write a little poem, something positive, something upbeat, which, you know, to me, that's terrible advice. I mean, you know, I can't imagine, you know, can you imagine that poor guy trying to write that poem?
No.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're real sweet, but you're I've went over the line, haven't I? So that's not me. That's offensive, isn't it, Paul? You're a classy guy, and that is offensive stuff.
Are we back on the air?
We are now.
I apologize.
Did that have to be clipped?
I apologize.
Yes.
I apologize to you ladies up there.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
I actually have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I'm making love to this woman. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
You just won't stop, will you? Hi, everybody. It's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Do you want a normal day?
What is a normal day?
I wouldn't know what it would look like, so no. No.
Don't sound like every other radio station and do things properly.
God, no. We don't want that. They were doing that again this morning on my TV show that I watch in the morning. So, how's the weather? Oh, let me tell you, we've got a great...
I love it when they have some horrible tragedy and they come out of it and the guy goes, that is certainly bad news. Really? hey, thanks for the astute editorial.
Fortunately, no one from this zip code perished. Now!
But my hair looks nice, and this is a hell of a tie.
Hi, Pat Godwin. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Chick. I'm good. How about yourself?
Not bad. There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
I love that shirt.
Thank you, sir. I've got about 10 of them. So
nice. Very nice. There.
You notice that Josh is starting to dress more like me. 2 pockets, long sleeves rolled up. Could be a trend.
You really think you are the fulcrum on which the earth turns, if you will, don't you?
To mix a metaphor.
Yes, that's exactly right.
The fulcrum on which the earth...
Hi, Ace Cosby. How are you?
Hello, Chick.
Yeah, he's manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Okay, what do these things have in common? Burning leaves.
Burning leaves.
A new baby.
Oh, I know.
Steak in the grill.
Good smells?
Yes, fresh cut grass.
Except
campfire.
Well, some places a new baby would also be a cookout, I guess.
Yeah, there are places.
See, when I remember I asked for a normal day.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I get that.
Who knows what they're doing down in South Africa?
What is that, Rosemary's?
We have coming up today. We have a we have a world record involving
yeah, this will be good.
Vehicles from South Africa.
Hey, ask me what my favorite line is in Rosemary's Baby.
What?
I'd like to see the baby.
Is that Ruth?
That's Ruth Gordon, right?
Oh, yeah, Ruth Gordon. Yeah. And Ruth Gordon's husband.
She does want to see that baby.
She does.
Oh, yeah.
She's a good neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you know there's a bit on this show? I don't know if we can find it, but remember the end of the Rosemary's Baby? It's his eyes.
Yep.
And Mia Farrow's screaming, his eyes, his eyes. Well, someone took that. Remember? Do you remember the joke? It's the icing. The icing.
I am stumped. I don't know, but I did want to say there's a reason we're talking about smells. We'll get to that.
Yeah, babies smell bad.
Oh no, I've got a new puppy. There's that new puppy smell. Right now, the smell of burning leaves, depending on where you live, of course. Here we go. This is a nice text. I absolutely love the smell of dry erase markers. Ew. Every time I open them, I take a deep sniff.
He's huffing.
That is huffing.
Yeah.
But they can smell okay.
You guys were talking about how you like the smell of gasoline, which I don't care for, but I mean, I get it.
Yeah, but we're not crazy about it. We just fill plastic bags with it and stick our head in.
Okay. I like this one a lot. My favorite smell is a freshly opened vinyl shower curtain.
Oh, yeah, I don't mind that smell.
I see that. I understand that, but...
It reminds me of my blow-up Barbie furniture I had in the 70s.
Oh,
wow.
Okay. Josh, do you like the smell of an old book?
No, a new book.
You like a new book?
Yeah.
Well, I thought
books are moldy and musty.
I thought you told me your favorite smell was that...
well, after, I do love opening a new book and smelling that. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll also open up some sweet, sweet pudding. Just inhale.
Take it all in.
Yeah.
Preferably a new.
Yeah, and then
Freshly showered.
Brand new, out of the box.
I mean, not that new. At least 18 years.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Have you gotten the?
And then save the panties for the panty library museum you're developing. We're talking about pleasant smells.
Have you gotten the puppy feet yet? Somebody sent us an email, said they specifically like the smell of puppy feet.
What the hell did they smell like?
And I will tell you, I took my puppy in, my new puppy, a couple weeks ago to get a look-see and to get spayed.
Yeah.
And she had a yeast infection, so I naturally said, well, how did she get a yeast infection? She hasn't been having sex. What are you talking about? And after everyone was called into the office to be explained how stupid I was, they can have yeast infections in their ears, and they have yeast infections on their feet.
Oh. And that causes a smell?
So that smells like corn chips.
I thought you were going to say bread.
What?
Corn chips, yeah.
Your puppy smells like corn chips?
Puppy feet that have yeast infections.
Yes,
smell like
it does. My a dog that used to live in my house had that.
Yeah.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Puppy just smells like a puppy. They've got that puppy breath.
I love puppy breath.
Am I the only one in here that doesn't like puppy breath? I think it's awful.
Oh, I love it.
I could take it or leave it.
Sour and weird. And,
but there's a puppy attached to it.
Yeah,
Who
I know.
doesn't like playing with a puppy?
I like puppy
folding
voice.
back their ears, having them do their impressions. I fold back her little ears and go, look, I'm a seal. Arr, arr. That's just the beginning of many, many great impressions that she does.
Boy.
We have, so we're asking you what your favorite smells are. We're getting some very, very interesting things. Also, yesterday in the show, we had a fascinating study, and we have kind of a similar one coming up today about turn-offs and turn-ons in the bedroom. And it was a very extensive survey.
Yeah, passion killers. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Yeah, passion killers indeed. And Christy, do you have a couple of those? Do you want to run by?
Yeah, some of those for women. He checks his phone during sex was the number one. Yeah, that would be a turn.
Got to see if your wife is texted.
Yeah.
Sure. What am I telling you? Either I check or she shows up at the door.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
You have to look at your Facebook likes.
Another passion killer for women, making sex like a porn movie and talking dirty.
I think that probably goes two different ways. I think there may be.
I think it's far more popular to hear chatter than.
Yeah, I think there may be a lot of women who find that to be a turn on.
I like.
Yeah, there probably are, and yeah.
You can cross
and there's probably the odd a man who, and I don't mean odd as in weird. I mean differently numbered man who doesn't care for that either.
Have you ever been talking dirty during sex and she'll say something and you have to go, I'm sorry, what?
Where'd you learn that?
What?
There's an interesting topic also.
What?
The level of knowledge.
Experience?
Yeah, you don't want to. All of a sudden, you're being bossed around with.
Where'd you learn that?
Yeah, really.
Well, you don't throw out all your tricks in the first couple of weeks.
Didn't we have this one morning? The standard answer when you ask, because it's going to come up, how many sex partners have you had? You always say 5.
I've never asked someone
no matter how many there have
really?
been.
You've never talked numbers?
It's called a body count, right?
Yeah, body count.
None of my business.
Well, didn't it used to be pretty easy for you?
Yeah, they all had rings attached.
Thank you, Christy.
Boy, oh boy. Why don't you two get a ventriloquist act and go to Vegas?
I've never.
And I'll sit in the audience and you could just rip me a new one. Wouldn't that be fun?
I don't have to have that conversation when women ask me how many women I've been with.
Really?
Because every woman I've ever been with, I have them autograph my headboard.
Oh,
so it's right there.
nice.
Looks like the wall of a green room in a comedy club. By that I mean my name is on the wall.
There's someone out there that probably has one of those photo booths. There's like a book.
Gene Simmons, he has one.
Yeah. What a nice guy.
Does he take Polaroids of all of us?
Oh, yeah.
He got rid of it. That's what he told Shannon.
That's what he told his wife.
Oh, well, in any event, we have another thing coming up today, a survey about...
we didn't do the top couple of mood killers for men.
Okay, go ahead.
Number 1, she wants to make love the same way every time. See, well, then if she throws in a different thing, you go, oh, where'd you learn that?
Well, it depends. I mean, it just depends how exotic it is.
Certain things work, too. Stick with it.
You know, wait a minute. There's the microwave. the cucumber is ready. What?
I've been talking to this girl, and I'm having that problem. She wants to have sex the same way every time.
Yeah?
With her husband. When are you going to give in?
You take off the ball gag, see if she's changed her mind.
But you don't stop, though, right? No matter what.
No. It's all
what do you
good.
mean?
It's all good.
Like, you're not going to be, she's not going to whip out something new and you're going to go, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What are you doing? No, you just write it out if you
No, he wants that. These people want the change.
Yeah, they want it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean,
But even if it's the same old way, it's still good, right?
Yeah, it's the old joke.
Wait, hang on a second. Why are you strapping that thing on?
You said you wanted something different.
Yeah. Hey.
You like that Steely Dan song? Pig!
And my partner never initiates sex. Number 2 mood killers for men.
Yeah.
But we'll have coming up, 1 in 7 are afraid of being shamed for what they like in bed.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's not a very big number, though, really.
It's not. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty normal, trees, sex, things like that.
Tree sex?
Mm-hmm.
Like making love to trees or making love in a tree?
Buy a tree, in a tree?
Into a tree. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, sure.
It's perfectly
That's where it was throwing you preposition trouble. Yeah.
Okay.
Into it.
We'll find out more about this in our new survey coming up. Also, I will remind you that we have our Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition up and running. This involves Week 9 in the NFL season. Week 8's winner is Brian Huber from Brookville, Indiana. We'll get a hold of him today. We just found out who he won this morning. And you could win Week 9. You got to get your entry in prior to about the 8 o'clock hour tomorrow evening. So you go to bobandtom.com/contest. And you could win the beautiful Big Green Egg Mini Max. Speaking of contests, real quick, while you're there, we've got our Orange Insoles contest going on for a beautiful Yeti cooler. Register just by telling us your favorite Halloween-themed movie. There is still time to get in on this action. So we'd love to hear from you on that. Once again, orangeinsoles.com. We return to the sports desk. Go Phillies.
Dear gang, I was driving home last night, and what starts playing on the radio? That's right. I hear the beautiful sound of...
Our love is alive.
Okay, who's giving you these letters? First, a dead rabbit crushed by a truck in this GD song.
And he says, I physically could not bring myself to change the station. That is from Ernesto Cinco.
It's a fun song.
Thank you,
Ernesto Cinco.
Ernesto Cinco.
Do you have a song that every morning you get up and you sing it in your head, kind of? Do you think?
I don't.
The one for me lately is Kicks. Is that
by Paul Revere and the Raiders?
Yes.
Kicks just keep
getting harder to find. I don't know.
Do you feel that way? Are kicks getting harder to find?
Having trouble looking for your shoes?
What triggers that?
It's
Cereal?
weird. It's
Yeah.
happened every morning.
A cereal that's been kid tested and mother approved?
I loved Kicks.
Have they not sold that to either those guys or some shoe company?
I don't think so.
Good song.
I
love that song.
I don't think anybody knows who Paul Revere and the Raiders are.
Mark Lindsay?
That's the problem. Yeah.
This is a great song.
Great song.
Great 60s sounding guitar.
Let's open with a harpsichord.
Yeah, harpsichord rock.
You can see why Air Jordan might not be interested.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe they have classic kicks.
Maybe Allbirds would like
A
it.
throwback.
Allbirds. I don't know. I'm thinking New Balance at best.
Really?
Or maybe Skechers.
Wait a minute. You don't like that guitar sound, Pat?
It's a harpsichod with the guitar. It sounds weird.
Is it like, I thought it was like a synth guitar going through sound.
Hey, Jerry, you sold that Paul Revere song yet? No, I haven't. Can I get the Glengarry leads, please?
To give them to you would be throwing them away.
Are we going to get to the
Buster
chorus?
Brown's may be interested.
Can we get to the chorus? So the guy's looking for shoes at a store. Can't find any. Then he rounds the corner.
Oh, there's more. Good.
There's more. Look, there's more shoes. And
Don't narrate the song.
here comes.
What was that?
What the hell?
There must be some alternate cuts.
You have a whoopee cushion in the studio.
Accident.
I didn't hear anything.
Let's try it again.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Oh, so you're
No, I'm not. Hands right.
No. Oh, I see.
I am so glad you played that, so now it'll be out of my head and I won't wake up every morning.
Yeah, but now it's on all of ours.
Yeah, thanks
You're
very
welcome.
much. That's a good song.
You know who
It
could
is a
use
good
this
song.
is the folks at Hurricane. Have you seen the Hurricane?
No.
It's a cane.
Yeah?
But it has four little
Oh, I've seen those.
Oh, my mom has that.
legs, so you can place it on the ground and it'll stay right there.
Yeah.
So then you can use it to get up and everything. I've got 6 placed around
what
the
does
house.
that have to do with kicks?
My mom has
getting
one.
hurt?
Because that's the right age demo. Somebody go, hey, that's a good song. Huh? Hurricane. Yeah. Hurricane keeps getting harder to find. Hurricane.
They use these songs to reference the product. Kicks is the current parlance for shoes.
That's been around.
Anything you say is a current parlance is long gone.
Tom might want to go with the Eagles, those shoes. At least that was 79.
But Ace, they don't. Those shoes is just shoes. Kicks is hip. I mean, when you
Because that one shoe commercial was using the song by Foster the People, "Pumped Up Kicks," and then they listened to the lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh, we probably,
probably never should play that again.
That's an insensitive commercial. That is.
Oh, yeah. It's a good song.
But the number of classic rock songs that show up in commercials is, I mean, you watch the Super Bowl and half the commercials have classic rock songs.
That's a good demo, though.
Does that have something to do with maybe it's been a long enough time that those songs are just more affordable for those companies to buy?
No,
they're
sometimes not
expensive.
more affordable. Yeah,
I think it's just because
That's a good guess,
they've
though.
lasted for a reason. And it's also, you'll notice there's a number of massive rap hits that are classic rock songs underneath them. So, we'll see if Kicks has been used for anything. I think it's a great tune. Now, we have...
I think it's a great tune.
It is a good
Christy
tune.
wakes
Good
up and
tune.
starts singing it.
I do. I don't know why. Last couple of days.
Kicks for shoes.
Now, how about
Very,
this
very
one?
hip.
How about this one for
parlance?
How about this one for shoes? Once again, with the parlance Kicks. Oh, sorry. Must be the live version. It's the MC5.
Your thoughts?
You've never heard that intro? That's one of the most famous intros of any live performance ever.
So why aren't they using it to sell shoes? I think their particular demo.
Or jelly. Hey, this toaster is boring, Mom. Kick out the jam, mother.
It's all part of a good. It's all part of a good breakfast.
With a name like Smuckers, it has to be good.
What are you doing?
Sorry,
Oh, it's
I got to edit that. Where was I? What's the sports teaser?
Jerry Jones is purposely poking the bear that is the National Football League. I'll tell you what happened. And the Phillies win Game 3 of the World Series. They're up 2-1, so it's over.
I have an idea. Term limits on NFL team ownership. Don't make a quick decision. What?
Can't do that.
Well, I'm just saying.
Inheritance tax gets rid of most of them.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Now, what I'd like to announce right now is that our friend Steven Singer called me. You know Steven Singer.
What
He's
did he
the guy.
call you?
Tom.
Called you a cab.
A jerk?
Call me a cab. All right.
Call
you're a cab.
me irresponsible.
There-
Okay, you're irresponsible.
There's a...
And you're a loser.
Steven Singer Jewelers. It's a weird place to find him. You go to IHateStevenSinger.com. What's the number one gift? Oh, boy, the gift-giving season is just around the corner. Diamond stud earrings, number one gift this holiday season.
Number one for the 9th straight week.
Steven has the most beautiful and the best value. Real diamond studs anywhere. A great pair of Anita diamond studs. That's Anita like, I like to be in America. Diamond stud earrings for under $300.
Yeah, that's
Fresh as today's headlines.
And they just did a remake of the movie. It's quite popular. Steven makes it easy to buy real diamond jewelry. Steven's real diamond studs, flawless, and Steven famous for the trade-in. A full 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee. Free shipping both ways if she doesn't want them. Also, you can always upgrade. Take those little earrings and make them bigger diamond earrings. You know what I'm talking about. Buy real diamonds from a real jeweler and a very fine fellow. And a funny guy, too. We talked to him last week.
Fine fellow.
He's so funny. Steven Singer Jewelers. I mean, who else would go? IHateStevenSinger.com. BobandTom for their website. By the way, get your order in before about 2 o'clock Eastern time, and it's out the door that day. You got a little something for her this weekend. Hey, baby, you like the smell of jewelry cases? Oh, yeah.
So call her baby a lot. They like that.
And then your kicks won't be getting harder
Hey,
to find.
baby. So
Because her kicks will be in the ceiling. You know what I'm talking about, Christy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Why don't you load up on dinner,
Something's in the air. Oh, look, it's her legs.
Yeah, get your legs in the air.
That's I hate Steven Singer.
Steven Singer? Steven, that one might be free. We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season.
Oh, ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
You know, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams. Just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, "Oh, no, you didn't!"
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
And I hope it is a good morning wherever you are at. I know it's a good morning because you're tuned into us here on the Bob and Tom Show, and that, my friends, is a smart decision. Another smart decision, checking out Donnie Baker on the road this weekend in Louisville, Kentucky. Donnie will be at the Comedy Caravan next weekend, Friday, November 11th, and Saturday, November 12th, the Funny Bone in Liberty, Ohio, where Josh Arnold just got done recording his live album. I talked with Josh yesterday in the hallways. You know, it's what I do. He said that he's working on the editing, and it should be out before you know it. So, again, DonnieBaker.com for tickets and information to see that man up on stage doing his thing. DonnieBaker.com. Rolling through a Wednesday morning on the way. Jessica Alsman from the Bits and Pieces podcast, Scorched Earth, as well as our comedian, relationship expert, Allie Breen, all on a Wednesday with you right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Hyundai is again telling owners of some of its cars to park outdoors. The reason? Some may catch fire even if the engines are off. The recall affects more than 44,000 of the 2018 Santa Fe Sport models. Hyundai says the SUVs have anti-lock brake computers that can malfunction and develop an electrical short. That in turn can cause too much electricity to flow into the computer, increasing the risk of fire. There was a similar recall of 350,000 vehicles in February, but it did not include these particular models. Once again, that's the 2018 Santa Fe Sport. A former Apple employee has pleaded guilty to defrauding the tech giant out of more than $17 million over 7 years. Deandra Prasad has spelled out in a written plea agreement the various schemes he used as a buyer for Apple's global service supply chain. Prasad would take kickbacks, inflate invoices, steal parts, and cause Apple to pay for items and services it never received. Prasad could face more than 20 years in prison when he is sentenced next March. The Nile Delta is one of the world's most vulnerable areas to climate change. It's situated in northern Egypt along the Mediterranean Sea and is where Africa's largest river fans out before meeting the sea. Farmers there are struggling to find ways to cope with rising seas and salt levels as Egypt hosts the UN's Global Climate Summit, COP27. Local residents say they hope the conference and the government can bring help to keep back the rising tides. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show, and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
Wow, what am I going to do? I've got to get this box to Los Angeles by tomorrow.
So just FedEx it.
Are you kidding? It's too big.
Well, then overnight it by train.
By train? All the way across the country overnight. Are you crazy?
No, pal, he's not crazy. The famous Norfolk and Winston Railroad has just merged with Waypal Delivery Services. Together, our new company will revolutionize the overnight delivery business. Ask for us by name. We're...
Hold it. You're telling me you can get this 2,000-pound package from New York to L.A. overnight by train?
Norfolk and Waypal, overnight. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and Waypal, we are gonna do it.
When you go by rail, no package is too large, and we'll get it there overnight.
Norfolk and Waypal.
That's the name. We do it by train, cross country, by rail, overnight. There's Norfolk and Waypal.
Here at the Bronx Zoo, we actually shipped Washoe the gorilla to the San Diego Zoo overnight. We had to pry his eyes open on the West Coast, but he's fine now. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and Waypal, we are gonna do it.
Ask for us by name, overnight by train. Norfolk and Waypal, Norfolk, Virginia.
So I'll give you some details.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Do you think we can get 9 Ace Cosby jokes of the day today?
Oh, boy.
I bet we can if we try.
It's about 20 minutes.
He's got 45 minutes of the most unbelievable, and I mean unbelievable material you've ever heard.
Now, yesterday...
That's Ace Cosby. That's Willie. I'm Chick McGee. Here's Tom.
We got kind of caught up in stuff yesterday and did not get our traditional Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Did not.
Which means today we are owed 2 Ace Cosby jokes of the day,
it is going
starting...
I thought 9.
Now.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
A snail goes into a bar and he orders a beer.
Yeah.
And the bartender says, serve snails, and he throws them out.
Oh, my.
About 2 weeks later, the snail shows up again. He goes, "Why'd you do that?"
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
2 weeks later.
Snail takes a while to get back.
I've heard that, but the snail says, "What the hell was that all about?"
Yes, yeah, that's what I've heard as well.
Not as funny.
You know what else you can hear is Omaha Steaks grilling up on your queue. That's right.
That's a good smell.
We're deep in football season. Nothing goes with game day quite like Omaha Steaks. Well, that's a typo. Order yours today at omahasteaks.com using promo code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off your $149 order. Make your next game day party a huge success.
Yeah.
Minimum order may be required. Thank you, Omaha Steaks. I had them over the weekend. Just awesome.
Omaha!
The perfect gift, by the way, Omaha Steaks. Oh, that's right. Get them there before...
It says here, Tom doesn't talk. Okay, yeah. It says says mandatory.
No. That says Tom doesn't write checks.
Wait a minute. You pay to be on the show? That's
Amy can forge your signature.
We have fun here. Now, we've got a lot going on, including a discussion about passion killers in the bedroom.
Oh, sure.
Based on a survey of more than 2,000 people. Some of these are a little too graphic for air. But
Come on. We're all adults.
Yeah. Well, a couple of them are kind of interesting to me. I think this one will go either way. I turn off for some women is that he wants to watch porno during intimate activities.
God.
Porn. I think that probably goes both. I think there are probably some that would enjoy that. Others perhaps would not.
I've never had that, but have you ever had just a casual hangout? The TV is on, things get a little heavy, they get a little too heavy, the TV is on, and you have to stop.
And watch what's on TV?
No, because you can't focus because there's an IAMS commercial or whatever it is, and you got to stay in the zone.
Yeah.
or there's an IAMS commercial, and you immediately
and you like
arrive.
dogs.
You go, well, I guess this has to happen every time now.
I see a Bernese Mountain Dog. It's over.
Looks like I'll be volunteering at the Humane Society every day.
Has anyone ever called you a dog? I didn't mean that. No, I meant...
Other turn-offs for ladies, he always wants it when he's drunk.
Yeah.
Well... yeah.
A snake needs feeding.
It's a popular theme in country music.
Okay.
It sure is.
Permission to come aboard. Anything? Anything at all?
That's a classic.
Tom, what would you do? You see a lady. Now, use your imagination. You see a lady across. You walk up to him and you go, "Hey, I'm Tom Griswold. You know, I could say hi to you tomorrow morning on the air." Or something like that.
Never happened.
You've never used that line?
Are you sure?
That would never happen.
You want to hear your name on the radio, Ben?
That's a good line.
Want to win some concert tickets?
I'll write a song about you, baby.
That's right, baby.
He doesn't do that. He has one of the little girls walk up to him discreetly and say, "Daddy, can you say my name on the radio tomorrow?" And they do the rest in their head. That's when the work comes in.
Okay, very good, very good. That I can do. Now, we do have some sports to get to, but we would like those listening, if you have time, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Tell us your turn-ons, your turn-offs during the most intimate of activities.
So we had passion killers yesterday, and we are going to do some of the top turn-ons and turn-offs.
By the way, one big passion killer for many, for guys, is when she starts talking baby talk.
Yeah.
Boy, that is just rough.
Yeah, I don't care for that.
I don't like baby talk at all.
Yeah. What's your matter? Why not?
Yeah, I'd kill Adam Sandler if I had to live with that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure he doesn't do it.
You don't think he does that all the time?
I doubt it.
Well, I think if you got annoyed, you could go to the west wing of the mansion.
In a jet. Adam, I'm going to take the other jet to Miami for the weekend.
Josh.
I could see you
Money
in a bad
can buy
mood.
happiness.
No, it can't.
That is a
I'll
true
go.
fact.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go to the other island.
Here's a turnoff.
For you.
She takes one of those FaceTime calls.
Yes.
From her mom. You know,
Well, who in the world would do that?
What does her mom look like?
I'm not talking about myself personally.
Is that Gloria? Hey, tell her I said hey. You better have that stuffing, that famous stuffing.
Yes.
Thank you, Gloria.
Let me cover this thing.
Speaking of stuffing,
I need a towel. Okay.
You ever seen your daughter from this angle?
Hey, oh.
Okay. Now let's move
She's got your
forward.
boobs.
She should get what checked?
No.
Permission to come aboard.
Real quick, I do want to remind you the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em game up and running. bobandtom.com/contest. You could win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Pick those NFL winners. We had a winner last week, week 8, Brian Huber from Brookville, Indiana. I think he'll be our guest tomorrow. But in the meantime, we go back to the sports desk with Mr. McGee. What's that? What else is happening?
Bryce Harper, one of the great names in the English language, let alone sports. Alec Baum helped the Phillies hit a World Series record-tying 5 home runs, 7-0 win over the Astros last night in the city of brotherly love. That was Game 3 of the series. Phillies lead that World Series 2-1. Brandon Marsh, Kyle Schwarber, and Reese Hoskins also homered for the Phillies. Ranger Suarez. I'm sorry, that's not a human being's name.
What is it?
That's a dog's name.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What,
I was going to say,
Come here, Ranger. Come here, Ranger.
Seen him.
Nice name.
Anyway,
I think it's cool.
You've got Sergeant Shriver.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Nope.
He wasn't a sergeant.
What about Judge Reinhold? He's not a judge.
See, there you go. So you got your ranger, your judge, your sergeant. Sounds like a nice sitcom.
Captain? Would you name a kid Captain? Did you tell Willie what?
Name's not Dick Griswold.
Did you tell Willie what his name almost was?
Dick Griswold is Willie Griswold. There's no difference. It's a silly penis name.
You were going to call him Dick. Remember that?
That was false.
Oh, I thought it was Duke.
No, that was Sam.
Oh,
Dick or Duke?
Sam was going to be Duke, and then my mother said, and I'm quoting it word for word, that sounds like the name of a tavern owner.
A tavern's better than a bar.
That's how she talked.
That's adorable to care what your mom thinks.
Nothing wrong with being a tavern owner. There are many fine ones out there.
More sports coming up, including Steve Nash and his haircut.
Oh, what'd he do?
Well, he didn't do anything. He just sat around and got fired yesterday. So, mostly because of his haircut.
Speaking of haircuts, that bad haircut is a part of a world record today.
Really?
It was a world record haircutting.
Don't do that.
What?
Because if people hear it, they're not going to want to hear it, okay? Let's just spring it on them like we always do.
It's a haircut record. Coming up, and it's fascinating.
I'm going to listen to that.
We have other exciting things today.
Like what?
People who are ashamed of their sexual preference.
Oh, yeah.
Pumpkin information, pumpkin update.
Please tell me there's a pumpkin shortage.
No.
Not anymore.
No.
A sex toy fight leading to an arrest.
My, oh, my.
And a really cool NASA story coming up.
For those of you who believe in NASA.
Okay. We should go to the next launch just so you'll eat. I mean, you'll
eat crow.
Eat crow right there by the lawn.
Crow with those shiitake mushrooms. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 8.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Oh, is that where you go? Are we eligible?
And since many of our coffins are scratch and dent or gently used models, we pass the savings on to you at Casket Carnival. And don't forget to say hello to our lovable mascot, Embalmo the Clown.
Hey, yeah, there. Thanks for coming to the Casket Carnival. You're really gonna dig our prices there. Don't forget to ask about our layaway plan, huh? Hey, geez, what's wrong with these people? I'm dying up here, huh? At the cremation station, we want to earn your business. You know, sometimes I wish I were dead.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
The NFL season getting ready to enter week number 9. Can you believe it? It's just flying by. We've already given away 8 Big Green Egg Mini Macs to our winners of the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em. You could be next, like Brian Huber from Brookville, Indiana, our week number 8 winner. And again, he scores that Big Green Egg Mini Macs. He'll be picking against Chick McGee in the Shoein' of the Week tomorrow. If you'd like to enter, head on over to bobandtom.com/contest. All you have to do is pick the winners. There's no point spread. And again, you could win a Big Green Egg Mini Mac sponsored by the folks at Big Green Egg. And good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show. And congratulations, Brian Huber from Brookville, Indiana, our week number 8 winner.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. World Series, Bryce Harper and Alec Baum helped the Phillies hit a World Series record-tying 5 home runs, a 7-0 win over the Astros in Philly in Game 3. The Phillies lead the series 2-1. Brandon Marsh, Kyle Schwarber, and Rhys Hoskins also homered for the Phillies. Ranger Suarez tossed 3-hit ball over 5 shutout innings. Houston starter Lance McCullers Jr. allowed all 5 home runs. He's the first pitcher ever to allow 5 home runs in a World Series game. Steve Nash is out as Brooklyn Nets head coach after a disappointing start and more controversy surrounding Kyrie Irving. The Nets announced Tuesday that they had parted ways with the Hall of Fame point guard a day after they beat the Pacers to improve to 2-5. In college football, the first official top 4 of the season is out. Tennessee is number 1, followed by Ohio State at number 2, Georgia at 3, and Clemson at number 4. Coming in at 5th was Michigan, followed by Alabama and unbeaten TCU. NBA winners last night, the Bulls, Miami, Oklahoma City, and Phoenix. And a full slate in the NHL last night. In regulation, Tampa Bay, Minnesota, Dallas, the Islanders, Seattle, Edmonton, New Jersey, and Arizona all win. Rangers, Vegas, and Boston all win in overtime. And the Ducks win in the shootout, beating San Jose. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Dear Bob and Tom.
Oh, yeah.
You were talking about toenails last week.
Oh,
okay.
No.
A friend of mine is a dental hygienist.
She cleans teeth for a living.
She had a patient who came in the office in great pain. After examination, the dentist found the sore tooth swollen and infected. The procedure required a small incision to relieve the pressure.
There was a toenail in there.
The dentist immediately requested a pair of surgical tweezers and removed a large piece of toenail.
How do they know it wasn't a fingernail?
Because it says this patient said he often chewed his toenail.
Oh,
Can I tell you something? My mother used to chew her toenails
no way.
in front of me.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Clothed or not?
Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Poor Bob has lost it over there.
A little best of right here. Right here.
This is a sick thing.
Wow.
That would be,
Totally naked.
I
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I think
remember
you'd get
that.
free psychiatry for life. I think you would. I think you'd get a psychiatrist. I'm sorry. Your mother bit her toenails naked in front of you as a child. Here. You have free psychiatry for life, free Prozac, whatever
There's a
you
government
want.
program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
I mean,
Lord, help us, Lord.
You can imagine the twisting that would be
There's a
involved.
lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay.
She was very limber.
Show's over.
Everybody
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Vegetarians always want to force feed you their food, of course. I mean, the garden burger. The garden burger, it tastes just like a hamburger.
No, it doesn't.
A garden burger is to hamburger what a post-op transvestite is to a woman. It looks something like it, but one whiff will tell you that's not tuna fish, it's cat food, and it's not fit for human consumption.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to
11th.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, news.
Hello.
Pat Godwin, music.
Yes.
Josh Arnold.
Christy Lee news at what news desk?
The Poetry for Neanderthals, Not Safe for Work edition news desk.
Correct, thank you.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. It's not in my brain yet. It will be. There's Willie Griswold.
What's up?
What's up? I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Tommy, go right in.
You guys ready to play a quick round?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, now we got to explain what this is. We've managed to screw it up several times, but I think
I'll sit
we've
over
got
here
it
for
down.
30 minutes, and then we'll play.
Well, and then we'll get
Go to the bathroom.
Now, this game comes with cards. Now, those of you familiar with paper, the cards are like paper only.
All right. The game is called Poetry for Neanderthals, Not Safe for Work edition. And I know some people say you pronounce it Neanderthal. Okay. All right. Sorry.
What was the first thing I said about this game?
Let's just pick one and keep with it.
Let's not make a thing out of Neanderthals. Okay.
Okay.
And here we are.
The Not Safe for Work edition, because it may have a bad word or two in it. This is what you crack this game open after maybe Thanksgiving dinner, and see if you can get Grandma to spout out some phrases that might be a little embarrassing. These are from the guys that brought you exploding kitties, the little kitties. Sorry, this is like one of those games. What's the other one? Like Cards for Humanity, whatever the hell it is. What is that called?
You got it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. This is just fun. It brings up awkward topics. Now, Josh, tell me what you have to do since you've got the cards.
Oh, I have to give clues using only one-syllable words. Now, they can be...
But you can make it a sentence, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Speaking like a caveman, a Neanderthal. Yeah.
Okay. So, and then we have to pick out the first word, and then it's usually these answers are a two-word either phrase or idea or thing.
That's correct. So I'm just going through to make sure we haven't done any of these. And here we go.
Your hint?
He said, "Here we go." He was so ready. He showed you he was ready.
You can't stand it. Will you let us converse, please?
Sorry, go ahead.
Grown.
Men.
Larger.
Sound.
Splat.
Echo.
Grown.
Grown. Yes. Yes.
Moan.
What?
Bone?
Moan.
Oh.
Not soft.
Hard moan.
Hard bone.
But.
Bone.
Not soft, but.
Hard butt.
Not hard.
Gushy.
Noise.
Oh, soft moans.
So not soft noise, but.
Loud noise.
So
loud moan.
Yes, loud moan.
Loud moan.
Okay, very good, very good.
Yeah.
That's the clue. Loud moans. Yes,
That's the answer.
That's
Yeah.
the answer.
I'm not tuned into this.
Willie, you've got a stack over there. Why don't you try being the
Okay, we ready?
clue giver?
Are we ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to start now, Dad. So no need to interrupt me to tell me to start. I'm starting right now.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll count to three.
Grow, farm, cash.
Crop.
Yes, thank you. Okay, and
Crop duster.
Crop duster.
crop dust. Okay, is that good?
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone was yelling at me before I could say the next thing.
That's how the game works. You get yelled at.
I got terrified. My goodness.
You know, a crop dusting means what, Christy?
It's when you pass gas and keep walking through a room or something.
Oh, that is a good one.
Yikes.
Could you get a dryer sound effect?
No,
okay?
that's the one.
Nope,
that one.
We had three, and that's the one that survived.
Because it angered Christy the most.
So disgusting.
And plus, if there's any reason to get YouTube, you also get this.
That's good acting.
Are you lifting your cheek over there?
Really
Yeah, you can tell he lifts the cheek up and kind of does like a slow wink.
What is the purpose of that?
To lift the...
Yeah.
It feels to kind of open things up a little bit, make sure you can really...
Make sure it all gets out.
Doesn't it feel good? Don't you want to go, ah?
You don't want to trap gas back there.
You know how when you're peeing, you, ah.
I do know that feeling.
Boy, you may want to see somebody if that's...
You ever do that thing at night where you lean against the wall?
Oh, yeah.
At a very severe angle.
Oh, yeah.
That's the nightclub
pose.
Oh, well, you wouldn't be doing that.
I suppose it touches the tank. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I bet that water's cold.
Deep, too. Thank you very much. You got another one over there, Willie?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Once again, we're playing the game Poetry for Neanderthals. By the way, this is the Not Safe for Work edition, exclusively available at my favorite, I love Target. It's always clean and fun.
Where'd you say it's available?
Target. Yeah, I like that sound effect. Okay, what do you got?
You ready?
Yeah.
Dad, band, no, sing, straight, no.
Chaser.
Yes, and...
Chubby Chaser.
Yeah, Chubby Chaser. Way to go, Pat. My goodness.
Pat is way too good at this game.
See, when you get tuned in, yeah. There you go.
I'm in the
Chubby
zone.
Chaser.
Let's see if we got sweets.
Candy.
Yes.
Candy ass.
No leg, but
Candy.
Candy pay?
not leg, but
Candy arm.
Arm candy.
yes, arm candy.
Wow. Pat's really killing it.
Although I like candy arm.
Candy arm.
Man, I got a Snickers. Oh, they gave me a candy arm.
Oh, candy arm. I need you.
Like the worst idea. And that'd be funny to explore terrible candy ideas.
My date's all sticky.
Look, I got a candy arm. What flavor?
You ever get it in her hair, Tom?
Candy?
A gentleman doesn't discuss this.
Yeah, like hard candy.
Do you ever get it in her hair and not tell her?
Again,
you
a
see
gentleman would never discuss
Oh, my
this. And,
Josh?
That's my primarily what I do. That's my signature move.
no, we're not talking about marinara sauce, Josh.
Oh, in that case, then no, I've never done it.
Frosted tips.
I've never been more sincere about anything. You are a monster. You're absolutely a monster.
You're a bully.
And a bully? A classic bully.
Because you were bullied in school, you feel like you have to bully the rest of us.
Tom, you weren't
now.
bullied in school, were you?
Oh, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, we all were a little bit, right?
I can define. I know exactly what happened. I didn't have any pubic hair till I was a late senior in high school.
Didn't they call you Porky or something? Piglet?
I don't know what day, but that's rough.
Yeah.
That'll make you hate jocks for life. That'll make you see jock obituaries and go, good, hated that guy.
Did you ever go, why are you looking down there? Did you ever throw that back at him? Hey, you're the one staring at my junk.
This is true. I was bullied by a Golden Glove state champion.
Whoa.
You kind of just have to be bullied, don't you?
Where's he now?
Frank Johnson. I don't know, but we turned out to be best buds because I won him over with my sense of humor.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you send him a nice Bob and Tom drool cup?
Hey,
for the.
Hey, Frank. Oh man, he loved that.
The
Do they still do big group showers in junior high and high school?
I think so.
We did not have to when I did.
You did it?
No.
We did have a guy, I'm not kidding, that would always shower with the boys. One of the
coaches?
Yeah. And
all of our coaches showered with us.
And he was one of those guys, I used to call it soaping up. You know, where you get these guys would be just lather from head to toe like some kind of mummy of soap lather. I'm not kidding.
That's how I do it. You really don't.
Is that how
I
you do
lather everything and then I get under the water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I do too.
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Yeah.
You create that little soap mummy and you're...
I've had it, yeah.
Well, then I go.
Because then I know for sure that I got everything.
Then I go to the bathroom. There in the shower.
Now, do you go over the drain? You just kick it over and stomp it in.
Well, you got to mash it through the drain.
Okay.
This is unpleasant.
Like Lucy.
I'm sorry. But is that sports?
No! We haven't done any sports.
Not at all. We're coming back with the college football rankings that matter. And
so none?
NFL.
Who talks about the rankings of college
trades
football?
Because
like half of America, and that is a bummer.
College football playoffs and all sorts of things coming up just for you, Josh.
By the way, we were talking about great smells, to change the subject yet again. That's a great smell, being in an outdoor college football stadium. On a Saturday afternoon.
It is. It's good. It's usually you got that crisp air and then the sense of the concessions and the beer.
And the band is playing. God, that's so great.
It is. I love it.
And they're playing live in the field. It's not some pumped-in version of We Are the Champions. Okay, we get it. We've heard it 10,000 times. Anything but that crap.
I made that joke, but I loved going to games. They were fun.
They're very good. Now, when we come back, also, we have... a bad day at the daycare center. It resulted in charges. The kids are okay. And a restaurant for dogs coming up. And what's that on that gravestone? It could be your lunch. We'll find out what that's all about.
Did you say a restaurant for dogs?
Yeah.
That sounds cool as hell.
It's very exciting. Right now, a quick survey here. 52% of men over the age of 40 experience some form of what they delicately call ED. on the TV. I'm talking about erectile dysfunction. And Roman is out there to help. Roman is the digital clinic for men. We've been talking about Roman for a long time, and we get love letters about the great service from Roman. What am I talking about right now? Well, Roman is offering genuine FDA-approved medications for as little as $4 per dose in the realm of ED. So here's what you do. You get a, just no hassle, straightforward thing. You go online on your laptop or your mobile device for a free online visit. I need to point that out. You will be hooked up with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional and see if you are indeed a candidate for one of these miraculous pharmaceuticals. This may be just the thing for you. It'll be sent to you in discreet packaging, of course. And special for Bob and Tom Show listeners, we've got 20% off your first order. And by the way, did I say that it's a free 2-day shipping? If I didn't, I just did. Now, here's what you do. You go to, this is a new address, by the way, so if you've been listening for a while, it's a little bit different than from before, but it's easy to remember. ro.co/BT show. So it's ro.co/BT show. It's kind of like Be Kind Rewind. But if you go to Be Kind Rewind, you will not be hooked up with our friends at Roman. Once again, it's ro.co/BT show. I can see the disdain in Josh's voice. Do you have a better idea of how to get people to remember this?
I think you're doing a fine job.
ro.co/BT show. Oh, that is just nice, isn't it? 20% off.
Now, if you go to that is just nice, isn't it? It won't be a website. So
if you go to justniceisn'tit.com, you're not going to be hooked up with our friends at Roman.
Goodness, no.
I'm trying to make this easy for everybody. ro.co/BT show, 20% off. Okay, thank you very much, Roman. When we come back, we have restaurants for dogs, things that stink, and sexy time. Sexy time. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Working for Randy from Illinois, yeah, all the way to security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. To transfer, wonder what that pays. They're gonna take me to California, gonna put me in HR. Just pay me a boatload of money on state to Pigeon Forge. Swear to God, now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. Took my money, so I turned sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking the vending machine. I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know there'll be a time when I own his company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage.
I don't know if you saw the Fat Boy Slim video, but I kick it old school.
That's great.
Have you interviewed Christopher Walken?
No.
Okay, well, here's your chance. And keep in mind, all of his thoughts are completely unconnected. So go ahead and ask Christopher Walken anything.
All right, what's your new project, Christopher?
Frankenstein never scared me.
So how long have you been working on the film?
Marsupials do.
And when's its release date?
'Cause they're fast.
They are fast. They are. Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Nick Griffin's our guest. I'm glad that.
I'm glad everything's okay now. Yeah.
Now, are you dating at all? Do you see anyone? Are you?
No, I don't. I mean, I tried. You know, they're doing that internet dating, which.
Have you tried that?
I have tried it, yeah, but I just don't. I don't see a future in it because there's no story if you do get married with your kids. You know, I was checking the box score and then I double clicked on your mom's head.
Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to
Ray.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Chicky.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, man. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Tommy.
As a chick would say, Pat, a little bit light today on the songs, huh?
Yeah.
Just the one. Maybe we should get another song.
Oh, we're just getting
started. We just got
Just enjoying myself over here watching the show.
All right.
Taking it all in.
Okay. Now, are you ready for one right now? Because I certainly am. What do you feel like playing, Pat?
Thanksgiving one?
Sure. You got a Thanksgiving song. You've got a new album out there, don't you?
I do.
It's called Christmas Bonus. And a chick, because everyone wants a Christmas bonus at work. Right?
Real dumb title.
And the bonus are the songs about Halloween and Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, and other non-Christmas
Succeeding
things.
in spite of the title.
All the best titles need to be explained.
Okay. No, I think if I weren't dealing with a witless buffoon, it would be very obvious what the title meant.
You know what? That should be the name of my album.
Witless buffoon. That would be so
Live.
wrong.
I take that unless it's buffoons. Oh.
You like that?
I like that. Who's in there with you?
Here we go. We harvest the fields and celebrate with the meal. I get my gut into Thanksgiving, yeah. Pass the gravy, please, and the mac and cheese. I've given up unhealthy living, yeah, and my middle-aged waistline. My middle-aged waistline. The turkey's fried. There's pumpkin pie for my middle-aged waistline. Hey, son, grab my hand and help me open this can. Start up the fire and throw on a nice pork shoulder. There's mashed potatoes and beer and holiday cheer. Let's eat these buns before they get much colder. Middle-aged waistline. I've got a middle-aged waistline, yeah. Middle-aged waistline. This turkey's basted.
That is nice. Thank you very much. With apologies to Pete Townsend.
Middle-aged?
Whoa, that was a shot.
Yes, young man.
That was great. I love that. Getting ready for Thanksgiving. Of course, we have a couple more great Thanksgiving songs. We'll be sure to get those on. Hang on a second. Real quick question for Christy Lee.
Okay.
Yeah?
Do you already have your turkey?
No.
Okay.
Well, it's too early. Don't you buy fresh turkey?
No, I do frozen. I'm a very big, loyal brand to honeysuckle white.
There is a turkey shortage this year. So.
Don't. Why do you do this?
Well, now
I like to inform our audience.
No, you cause panic where panic is undue.
Okay, well.
Not only that, but we don't need it, okay?
No.
We need turkeys.
Not necessarily.
You don't
have
need
a
turkey
nice,
for Thanksgiving?
have a nice game hen or something.
Why is there a so-called turkey shortage?
I could just go down the street
It's
and steal my
bird flu.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Christy's
steal my neighbor's turkey.
contemplating.
Oh, the live one?
Yeah. He's got 2, and they are huge. I wonder if he's ever gonna.
Haywood grows his own turkeys.
Pets.
Of course he does.
Why don't you get one from him every year?
I don't have an oven big enough. His are like super fat, but
wow.
Yeah, really, I'm not kidding. In any event,
Isn't that causing a problem, or it seems in my brain it should be, that people, weren't they a spike in people owning chickens and chicken coops for fresh
Absolutely.
eggs?
During COVID, yeah.
And now it's kind of causing a problem because the chickens are so loud, and there are complaints about...
It's the roosters that are annoying.
And remember, what are the roosters saying, Josh, when you hear them crow?
All of this land is mine.
Yeah,
they're just jerks.
Yeah, they're not that bright.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, the big turkeys are the ones that are going to be harder to find because of
Okay.
that.
Well, Pat, I really enjoyed that song.
Well,
and your album is currently #1 on the comedy charts.
It's in the top 10 now.
Being streamlined. What did I say? Streamlined? I meant to be being streamed. Sorry. And you can check it out. It's once again called
Christmas Bonus.
Oh, thank you. Great title. Oh, now what do you got over there, Chick McGee?
That's a good question. Dear radio legend, Chick.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I followed your advice. I bought a pair of Raycon earbuds.
Yeah?
Isn't that nice? I use them daily listening to the show and love them. However, as good as they are, they have not improved Ace's joke.
Oh, that's
now, I read this because you picked on my friend Pat.
How did I pick on him?
You brought the show to a halt. No need to bring that up.
Well, I think then it's time to let Ace respond the only way that he can.
Number 2.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Where do you might get this, Josh?
Boo!
Say it again, Pat. Anyway, where do baby cats learn to swim?
What?
Where do baby cats learn to swim?
Baby cats?
Yeah, little baby cats.
Where do they learn to swim?
Yeah, in the kiddie pool.
Sure they would. They absolutely would.
Even I was going to say that.
Boy.
Now, would kittens work there as well, or did he tell it? Did he think of?
No, you got to say kitty.
Baby cat. No, but if you, where do kittens learn to swim? The kiddie pool.
No, he did it the right way.
Double.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, your pool may be closed, but I bet your grill is still open. We're deep in football season. Nothing goes with game day quite like Omaha Steaks. Order yours today, omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off your $149 order. Make your next game day party a huge success. Minimum order may be required. Thank you very much, Omaha Steaks.
Sounds very good. Now, coming up, we're going to talk about things that smell great.
The top 4 college football teams have been announced. The first initial unveiling, if you will, of the playoff system was last night by the group of, 30 or 60 people get together in a room and they decide who's the best and who's not. All I know is I don't get a vote, and I don't know why that is. I know just as much about it as Oliver Luck does. Okay.
I think it has more to do with merch sales than it does.
Yeah, there you go. Number 1's Tennessee. Number 2 is Ohio State. Number 3 is Georgia. And Clemson is number 4, somewhat of a surprise. Michigan comes in at 5. Alabama is 6. TCU is number 7. And then you've got the semifinal games this season, the Peach Bowl and the Fiesta Bowl. Then January 9th, the championship game, Tom. So what do you think of that?
What happened to the Tangerine Bowl?
The Tangerine Bowl.
Orlando, Florida, the T-Bowl.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
They called it the T-Bowl?
Yeah, I saw Bob Seger play there once. The whole thing was, the whole stadium was shaken.
They call it the Cutie Bowl now.
No, do they now?
Oh, yes, sure. The cutie.
By the way,
be cute.
Pat, I got some important news for you here.
What is it?
We were talking, you sang that song that I like so much about the fact that you have to sleep with that machine on your face. The CPAP?
Yeah, the CPAP.
What does that stand for, CPAP?
Compressed, I don't know, pressure air or something.
Okay, the CPAP thing, and it looks like a Air Force oxygen mask or whatever. This comes to us from Heather. I think CPAPs are hot. I feel like I'm having sex with a spaceman.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
There you go, Heather. Pat, what do you think?
It's not a hot look.
Here's another one. During intimate moments with my wife, I like to wear my CPAP machine and pretend I'm Dennis Hopper from the movie Blue Velvet.
He loved taking hits off of...
he says, Mommy.
So there you go.
I mean, it's just more oxygen in your blood, right? That's not going to hurt anything. That's going to make things better down there.
I think Dennis had nitrous or something.
Yeah. It was bad for him.
I think the problem with the CPAP may be the look.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks crazy.
Looks kind
The noise is kind of disturbing.
I need to see it on your face. I don't understand the thing coming out of the top of your head.
You need to take a selfie tonight.
Sure.
Okay.
You've never seen this ever?
I can't believe he's never seen one.
I don't have. I know I haven't.
I know, and he doesn't have Google Images. Just be able to type that.
Yeah, you don't have a computer.
Looking for
right.
Make me put one on like an idiot.
No, impossible.
He can't relate to another picture. There's a
I am to
CPAP
CPAP what Josh is to salad.
Never seen one? Is that what you're suggesting?
Wow.
Listen how hard he's...
It's not so much the
How can you get mad at how much... I mean, look at how much joy it brings him.
It's not so much the remarks you make while they are cutting. It's the pure joy you get out of it.
No, I'm reminded of something. Does this bother anybody else?
Now he's going to make up something.
No. The other day we were having a cookout. And Willie was over cooking some great burgers.
And we were not invited.
And, and my daughter Lucy goes, I'll make the salad. And everyone goes, oh, that's okay.
Oh, poor Lucy.
No, nobody wanted salad.
Nobody wanted salad.
Yeah.
So then she proceeds for like an hour and a half to make this incredibly elaborate salad that I ended up shoving into the garbage can. We're having burgers, okay?
You have salad with burgers?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Not in America. We're having
your lady friend had salad.
What?
I bet your lady friend had salad.
When you guys were going down to the general store to see the new school marm, your lady.
I'm just saying when everyone votes, hey, that's okay. Don't make a salad, and then.
Was she like, great? I'll sit here and enjoy the.
And there's that thing of I was really leading to this thing about Thanksgiving. Don't you think there's someone always brings something that no one touches, and then everyone feels bad they have to.
Divinity, you mean?
I don't like divinity either.
It's like the little baby oranges and marshmallows.
No, yeah.
That's the worst.
Real pineapple and I like that. I thought you meant that whip, like.
I don't know,
but I mean, everyone feels obligated to have cranberry, whatever it is, sauce that no one eats.
I love cranberry sauce.
It can be quite good.
It can be really good. Make it with orange juice. That's the key.
Well, I brought turd casserole. Oh, good. Put it over here. We got plenty of room.
That's an odd name. It must be good.
Who would like the turd casserole?
Well, Aunt Gretchen brought the turd casserole.
It's a novelty.
We're taking up 90% of the kitchen, making a salad no one's going to eat because they want the turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
You know what is good in cranberry is vodka.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Mix that up.
Little goes along.
I like the cranberries where
club soda.
Still see the can indentations on it.
Oh, yeah. That's a tradition.
That's what
No, Christy, okay, you got a picture of this CPAP
Oh, I already got rid of it, but here, I can show it again if you'd like.
Why can't you look it up on your computer machine?
Because there's an issue with my computer.
Of course there is.
Yeah, you're using it.
That could be it.
This is one type, but you can see it's coming out of the top of his head.
Oh,
but they do have that also with the face mask.
Well, it's it's function over fashion, isn't it?
Pat, they have...
is this the one you have, Pat?
That's exactly mine.
I see this on...
How do you attach it to your head?
Being advertised all the time. They have minimally invasive surgery there. You don't need a hose or anything.
See the strap on the back, too? There's a strap.
Okay.
That goes around.
I don't know where they go, but even if they put it in your brain,
you sleeping better, Pat?
A lot better.
Good. That's all that matters.
Does this thing make like a clap it, a clap it, a clap it, a clap it sound?
Or is it more of a pocket, a pocket?
No, it's like Charlie Callis.
All night.
Earlier, we had a letter that started the show from a guy that was congratulating Chick on beginning every month with the phrase rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
Right.
And why do you do that?
To keep the evil spirits
And
away.
what happened to this gentleman?
He said rabbit, 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 and it wasn't 5 minutes after he said that out loud that he hit a rabbit in his truck and killed it.
So this guy says, it's lucky for good luck you don't say moose, 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 or deer, deer, deer.
Yeah.
I think
or man, man, man.
Yeah. These are all
drifter, drifter, drifter.
Yeah.
Bicyclist, bicyclist.
All these are terrible ideas.
Let me ask you a question. If you hit a drifter on the road, would you report it, or would you go get the car fixed right away?
Is there damage on my car?
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a dent or is there blood?
No blood. How's that?
I'll get it fixed.
Yeah, I get it fixed.
You know, they have cameras at the car wash. I've thought this.
There are a lot of things you do. You just report it. Yeah.
Well, there's a group of people that used to walk down the hill here by the radio station.
Yeah, they used to.
They still are. They were there this morning.
Has anyone ever pulled over and said, hey, would you mind putting on something slightly reflective instead of black?
Yeah, your son bought some for these strangers. He's a damn Griswold just like you.
Did you really?
Helping people out.
Did you really?
I got like a 10-pack on Amazon, but then I was slowing down next to a stranger at 5 a.m. And I go, you know what, Willie? Maybe this isn't what you should be. This isn't what you should be doing
No,
today.
these people need to be wearing reflective stuff.
What a weirdo.
Well, you'd be proud of your son. He went out and bought some.
Yeah, he was trying to
What to
help.
do.
Yeah, no, it's not. Leave the people alone.
Why are they walking? They're all $3 at least. I don't get
That's why I roll my window down. You'll always be fat. Nothing you do will change anything.
They're trying. Give them some credit. Just please.
They've just got like a self-care book in their head. You are worthy.
Today is the best day of the rest of your life.
You fat loser!
Fat loser!
Exercise for the now you, not the future you.
Keep running.
Is that sports?
The weight you lose will taste better than any chocolate cake. No, I'm not done yet. Do you want more?
That depends. What is it?
Steve Nash, who his grandfather invented
the
Rambler.
Nash Rambler.
That's exactly right. Steve Nash is out as Brooklyn Nets coach. A disappointing start and more controversy surrounding Kyrie Irving. By the way, Kyrie now says the earth is flat.
Oh, really?
And he insists he's correct. And there's all sorts of a brand new tirade that...
is he the one, I can't keep track of these idiots, is he the one that's spouting a bunch of horrible
anti-Semitism?
Yeah.
Him too?
And he's a...
Kyrie says, do you believe the earth is round? Question mark. This is not a conspiracy, Irving said. The earth is flat, and everyone who knows anything knows it.
Really, why don't you make him play basketball with a pizza?
Man.
Okay? Teach him what a globe is.
Look, I do believe the earth is round, but I don't believe it's spinning. Wouldn't we be flying all over the place?
Yeah.
Hey, you take a globe, put little army guys on it, and spin it. See if they don't fly off.
God, I wish I could think of the name of the book where the earth starts slowing down. It's fabulous.
The Bible?
The Bible? No. I think it just
Boy, Pat,
ends.
you did so well today, and then you do that.
Is it my
It's a long
gun,
show.
My Gun is Quick by Mickey Spillane? Man, I like it. I, the jury.
So is it Nash's fault that he's trying to herd cats with these moron players that can't get along, and they're all mega millionaires?
Well, they can't fire all the players, so they have to fire the coach, is what they
Right. Okay.
And it's a players' league. More sports coming up, including Jerry Jones could be in trouble. Here's fingers crossed, hoping. Calvin Ridley evidently is going to try to get
Remember
back
my new idea:
into the
term
NFL.
limits for Congress, the Senate, and
That'll never
for
fly.
team owners.
Bradley Chubb got traded yesterday.
Uh-oh.
B. Chubb. Okay. No, it's not Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt. That's different people. Or as you might know them, Chunt.
I just hope that he's playing with another player named Dick. So they'd refer to them as Dick Chubb.
But at the physicals, they do an Army style. Chubb, Dick.
I believe Dick Chubb is one of the answers in the game Poetry for Neanderthals. Right. We'll find out that when we play it again coming up soon. Don't forget you can get one at your favorite Target store, not safe for work edition. Coming up, we have a couple of odd requests and passion killers in the bedroom and great smells in your life. Please send us your favorite. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks so much for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. And you can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. It's just that easy. Next thing you know, you'll be watching the cast in studio. There's Chick McGee at the sports desk, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Willie Griswold, Tom Griswold, and, of course, Christy Lee at the news desk. It's going to be a lot of fun all morning long. Glad you could join us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Looming over the Federal Reserve meeting that ends today is a question of intense interest. Just how high will the Fed's inflation fighters raise interest rates? And might they slow their rate hikes as soon as next month? The Fed's expected to announce a hefty 3/4 point hike in its key short-term rate, its fourth straight, which will lead to still higher loan rates for many businesses and consumers. What many Fed watchers hope is that Chair Jerome Powell will hint at a news conference the central bank may ease the pace of its hikes, perhaps to a 0.5 point in December and 2/4 point hikes next year. Former Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu appears to be heading toward victory in national elections, with 80% of the ballots counted and showing voters gave him and his far-right allies what looks like a stable majority in the country's parliament. Votes were still being counted Wednesday morning, results not final, but Israel was likely headed to its most right-wing governor, bolstered by a strong showing from the religious Zionism party. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hi, folks. Billy Mazing here with more made-for-TV revolutionary offers exclusively for Bob and Tom Show listeners just in time for the holiday season. How many times has this happened to you? You're carving your big turkey for the holidays when, ouch, you cut your finger on another sharp knife. That's why at Amazing Industries, we're offering for the first time our patented double-handle carving knife, a must in every kitchen. It's our surefire safety knife. On one end, you'll find an ergonomically designed, easy-to-grip handle. And on the other end, you'll find an ergonomically designed, easy-to-grip handle. That's right, folks. There's no blade at either end. Oh! Made of space-age polymers, my surefire safety knife is guaranteed you just can't hurt yourself. Keep it anywhere, on the counter, in the kitchen drawer, in the pack-and-play, in the shower. This bladeless wonder gives you the same surefire results every time. No cuts, no slices. The surefire safety knife is an unsharp knife for people who aren't that sharp. Only cutting-edge technology can bring you a knife with no cutting edge. Only $39.95 or 3 easy payments of $18.95 each. Wow. Order in the next minute, and I'll throw in just in time for that holiday party you're giving for friends and guests who are nudists a set of our wildly popular scrotum coasters. Just drop them down, flop them down, and enjoy.
And coast.
How can I make such an amazing offer? Easy. I'm Billy Amazing. Happy holidays.
Yes, sir.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Don't. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker, man. I just wanted to let you guys know about my new part-time job. Hell, I'm giving commencement speeches to graduating classes at colleges. Really? Hey, where's my music? You know, pomp and circumcision. Anyways, man, this is easy money. Thing is, I don't lie to them like most of these people do, man. No. I'll tell them, hey, this time next year, your main concern will be whether I want fries or apple dippers with my Big Mac. It's kind of like a scared straight program and graduation all in one. And I also tell them they're leaving behind the time and place where getting laid was easier than it ever will be again for the rest of their whole lives. From here on out, man, it only gets harder, sadder, and more complicated. It's laws of nature. Look it up. Then when the hot chicks come up to get their diplomas, I'll yell at them to flash a little boob. I swear to God I do. Donnie Baker, I put the GED in graduate. I gotta go.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Sorry.
You all right over there?
Is that annoying?
No, I kind of like that. We can start a song.
Who's there?
No.
What do you got over there?
An empty cup?
Empty cup, sorry. I was trying to do my trash.
Can you imagine? Yeah, now's the perfect time when we're on the air to pick up the trash.
Don't do your trash, just throw it away.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Josh Arnold.
Chicken.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone.
I have a question for you, Chick, after you're done.
All right, there's Willie Griswold.
Chick, Josh has a question for you.
I'm on it. I'm Chick McGee. There's Tom. Yes, Josh.
Do you enjoy a chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwich? You know, those like Toll House.
Oh, yeah.
I'm real touchy.
What do you mean?
The chocolate chip cookie has to be a certain consistency, like a soft mushy.
Okay.
I don't like too stiff a cookie.
I see. Willie has thoughts.
You ever make one at home? You cut up a cookie from the cookie cake because those are always kind of soft and mushy. You got no problems with the ice cream cake at home.
No, here's what I've done.
That's pretty good. That's a really good idea.
You ever take Oreo ice cream and crumble up a bunch of Oreos from the bag and dump
Augment
those?
it, yeah.
And dump those in there.
An excellent idea. It's like putting salt on potato chips. It's perfect.
You're fat.
Oh, real fat. Oh,
that's a fat thing.
Fat.
Okay, I'm
going to walk with these ladies later.
Could you get this?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Floyd.
I've enjoyed your soft and bushy program.
Oh, good, yeah.
Boy, I could sure tell winter's on its way. My gouts are flaring up again.
Oh, no, that's no good.
I was telling the old boys down to Mr. Fuel over Salisbury steaks and beef liver, of course. I asked Miss Tony to hold the onions on the counter. They make me gas up my cab worse than the baked bean pie at Stuckey's if you've ever tried it. I'm convinced there's diesel in it. But I had it so bad last week, the poor lot lizard had to put a COVID mask back on again. So we've started a prayer chain for her. My buddy Jack was carrying on about how he'd seen the story in the Long Haul Quarterly Circular. They're going to start having self-driving semis.
Wow. Yeah.
Of course, with the shortage of diesel, it makes sense. They claim these robot trucks will be taking over for us before too long. But not on my watch. It'll be a cold day in hell before I give up my rig, of course.
Yeah, good.
But I reckon if it does happen, I'll be fine on the count. I can always go back to trapping beaver and muskrats and sell the fur to my Korean friends for top dollar.
What?
I didn't realize you used to do that.
Let him talk.
And you know, when all the trucks are driven by computers, what are these lot lizards aiming to do?
I don't know.
I reckon if they're smart, they'll learn how to service computers when you think about it.
I guess.
That's right.
It sounds to me like that's an easy way to get your tongue electrocuted, too.
Sure.
Of course, most of them had trouble graduating beauty school, and we all know ITT Tech's going to be a struggle. Like I always say on the road, you can teach a whore a lot of things, but computers ain't one of them.
You always say that?
Common saying?
Yeah.
Boy, this Salisbury steak's starting to hit. I better go before I let loose like Kanye. Good night.
We'll see you, Floyd.
What does that have to do with anything?
Who knows?
Thank you, Floyd. That was very, very helpful. Now, do we have anything else in the sporting world, or come on?
Suspended Atlanta wide receiver Calvin Ridley is getting a fresh start in Jacksonville for the Jaguars. It's unclear, though, when he will be allowed to play again. Mr. Ridley is the one who was having mental health problems and also
gambling, right?
Gambling on games that he was playing in. The Jaguars have made a complex deal to land Ridley just before the NFL trade deadline yesterday at 4 Eastern. A person with knowledge of the situation says the trade compensation to the Falcons ranges between a second-round pick in 24 and a sixth-rounder. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell suspended Ridley in March for at least the 22 season. A league investigation determined Ridley bet on NFL games in 21 while away from the team. Reportedly, he told them he was addressing his mental health concerns.
So this is kind of like pre-ordering something, right? Because he can't play this season.
Right.
So you're trading for a guy that's an inactive player.
They have his rights, more or less.
What if he gets injured or something during this?
Well, he's not playing.
He's not playing.
I know, but he could.
Will they
shut his foot in the car door?
Yeah, exactly.
You got to really want a guy if you've got a guy that's got mental health issues and a gambling problem.
Sure.
You got to really want him.
He could be that good. He's a good player.
I heard he's given 10-1 odds that he'll play in a winning team next year.
Well, he's not making book. And the Denver Broncos, let's ride, have agreed to trade linebacker Bradley Chubb to the Miami Dolphins for their first-round pick in 23. Whoa! The Dolphins pick was the one they acquired from San Francisco to move up to Trey Lance. Dolphins lost their own first-round pick to the Tom Brady tampering situation earlier this year. You guys remember that.
Don't care. I want to remind everybody that we're going to be talking to Brian Huber from Brookville, Indiana. He is our Pigskin Pick'em winner for Week 8. He wins the Big Green Egg Mini Max. You can make your picks.
Huber wins it.
For Week 9. Just make them by tomorrow at 1, 2, 3, 4, before 8 o'clock in the evening.
Everybody knows.
Pick your NFL teams.
About Thursday night football.
Well, you know, maybe someone's listening for the first time wondering, why are we indulging this dumb sportscast?
Coming out of a cave, and I beg your pardon.
Sorry.
Because right now, stupid world record. A South African. Remember that meeting we had?
Sorry.
We need to up that.
Okay.
A South African barber has... Can you tell her? A South African barber has broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to complete 5 so-called fade haircuts.
Oh, yeah?
Now, I believe this is your... Explain this to him, will you? The fade, will you?
Getting the Hitler Youth ready?
That's not what this is.
Okay,
it's like a blend on the side.
Yeah.
It's a
normal blend.
I saw a guy the other day that had one that is very, very bald.
Yeah.
So it looked like he had a tonsure, looked like a horseshoe around his head. Like, and you just want to go up and go, sir, this isn't for everybody.
Maybe he likes it.
No, he looks ridiculous.
No, to you, he looks ridiculous.
To everyone, he looks ridiculous. Sorry. So back to some idiot cutting
Will you
hair.
at least acknowledge that you are absolutely obsessed with other people's hair?
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
are.
saying.
You are.
Look up Hitler Youth. It's a great hairstyle.
Lord.
Enrico Springfield of Johannesburg.
Something doesn't fit with that name.
What a great name. Set the inaugural record with a time of 18 minutes and 57 seconds. Probably because he wasn't talking very much. You ever go to a haircut and they just won't shut up?
Ah, jeez.
So anyway,
I treat my hairstylists like strippers. The more you talk, the less I tip.
Gosh.
Man, my kid's sick. Ugh,
Yeah, great.
You're just such an interesting monster. Don't you think an interesting monster?
So what are you up to today?
Where are you going for
Get my hair
Thanksgiving?
cut.
No wonder she makes it look like that.
No, that would be.
You know what?
Good
Maybe
Lord.
maybe you can weigh in on this, Tom, because Josh was asking me the other day about the part of your hair that you're thinking of doing away with.
Well, I'm starting to get that thing, that sort of Rob Corddry
island.
Yeah, the eye. And I said, should I go ahead and just shave that? And Chick said, no, just let things happen.
Oh, he left his forever.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No, he would come in and he'd take his hand and smooth that
And he
like
would
6
use
hairs back.
I'm just going to ask you guys a sincere favor. Just let me know when it's time to do that.
Okay, how much would it cost for you to grow it really long on the left side and comb it over?
Oh, my gosh. I mean.
Tell him 10 grand.
That would be so fun.
I was thinking more in the range of 150.
A grand? Yeah.
No, $150.
Oh.
Just do a really bad comb over.
Ah, man. I can maybe. I don't think I'm not booking anything for like 3 or 4 months, so maybe I can do it. But
Wear a hat.
Okay. I'm going to need at least $5 grand.
Okay, no, that's not going to happen. So I'm sorry. So this guy cuts how many haircuts? What is it now? He's 5 so-called fade haircuts.
Yeah.
18 minutes, 57 seconds.
That's pretty quick.
Each haircut must fade at least 3 grades to the top of the head, requiring the use of 3 different clipper guards in total.
Do you want to be a part of someone who's trying to cut hair extraordinarily quickly? You're going to lose an ear.
No, but it sounds like
I don't mind.
The haircuts have to be decent looking. So, boy, oh boy.
Right.
How about that? 18 divided by 5 is what? 7? Yeah. Yeah, man. So he did each one of those in 7 minutes. My goodness. That's fast.
Yeah, okay, yeah, here they are.
What do you think? Looks like something you'd wear?
No, they look embarrassing. The guys look like idiots. They look like a poodle back in the day. Oh, look, and he shave his legs, give him little paws.
Some badass people part of our military that have the same hairstyle. I'd love for them to talk to you.
Well, that's a different thing.
Too.
How
is it a different thing?
Because it is. Coming up, we have Powerball news. We have another world record, a restaurant for dogs, and a passion killer in bed, and information about how much information you want about your sex partner.
Is it the Powerball drawing tonight? Don't we need to organize?
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, a big shout out and congratulations to that man, Brian Huber from Brookville, Indiana, our week number 8 winner in the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em. And again, he wins a big green egg mini max. He'll be grilling up some great steaks and bratwurst, maybe some hot dogs and chicken wings for his friends and family. And he won it for free. You could be the winner next week for week number 9, but you got to get your picks in. It starts Thursday night with Thursday Night Football. And again, you can go to bobandtom.com/contest to enter just the winners. That's what we need from you. And good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by the folks at the Big Green Egg. And again, you could win a Big Green Egg Mini Max, just like Brian Huber. And again, he'll be talking with Chick McGee in the Shoein' of the Week coming up on Thursday. We'll hear from Brian and find out. He got 14 out of the 15 games correct. He tied with someone, but he got the tiebreakers, and that's what's important. So all the details, all the information at bobandtom.com/contest. And good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Hyundai is again telling owners of some of its cars to park outdoors. The reason? Some may catch fire even if the engines are off. The recall affects more than 44,000 of the 2018 Santa Fe Sport models. Hyundai says the SUVs have anti-lock brake computers that can malfunction and develop an electrical short. That in turn can cause too much electricity to flow into the computer, increasing the risk of fire. There was a similar recall of 350,000 vehicles in February, but it did not include these particular models. Once again, that's the 2018 Santa Fe Sport. A former Apple employee has pleaded guilty to defrauding the tech giant out of more than $17 million over 7 years. Deandra Prasad has spelled out in a written plea agreement the various schemes he used as a buyer for Apple's global service supply chain. Prasad would take kickbacks, inflate invoices, steal parts, and cause Apple to pay for items and services it never received. Prasad could face more than 20 years in prison when he is sentenced next March. The Nile Delta is one of the world's most vulnerable areas to climate change. It's situated in northern Egypt along the Mediterranean Sea and is where Africa's largest river fans out before meeting the sea. Farmers there are struggling to find ways to cope with rising seas and salt levels as Egypt hosts the UN's Global Climate Summit, COP27. Local residents say they hope the conference and the government can bring help to keep back the rising tides. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I bet you check on your Uber on the rare occasions you take one. You check lots of conversation, don't you? I bet you do.
Like to sit in the front seat, talk to the guy?
Sit in the front seat?
Are you kidding me right now?
They're human beings. Nice to chat. The converse of that is if Josh and I were to go to a place for lunch and there was a booth, you would sit on opposite sides of it.
In spite of my protests, yes, you always want to sit across from me. I like to be next to you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Now, what's up with that? You like to touch a leg.
I do. I like to feel his thigh.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
She's a former exotic dancer and adult film star with a rack as big as the Grand Tetons. Now, she's a small claims court judge, and all her decisions are final. Catch the hot new show from Bob and Tom Television. She's sexy. She's stacked. She's Jugs Judy.
This court is now in session. And before we get started, let's take a moment to let our bailiff introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Bob Gavoyan. Jugs Judy, may I say that you look absolutely stunning today. You certainly are one gorgeous lady.
Why, thank you, Bob. You keep flirting like that, and my gavel won't be the only thing getting banged today. My, it's a little warm in here. Does anyone mind if I loosen my robe?
Your Honor, that's what I called Exhibit Double D.
Bob, meet me in my chambers after court. I'd love to go through your briefs. Oh, and bring your handcuffs.
Yes, ma'am.
Jugs Judy. It's a guilty pleasure. Available only on Bob.
So pay attention.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the
Could we get this one
desk.
out of the rotation?
I would like
What's
to.
wrong with this?
So down.
It's like a Lord, I'm down.
It's fun. It's cool. It's a cool
I love
sound.
it. I think it's awesome.
Well, how about this? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom.
That's a copyrighted music.
Oh, you're a copyrighted music. How about this?
That's a comeback.
That's got to be copyrighted.
Yeah. They just turned us off. Thank
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby,
Yeah,
Willie
we're all here.
Griswold.
Could you do the only thing you have to do in this intro is mention Christy's chair, Ace's chair, and you have it.
No, I don't have to do it every time.
That was made pretty clear.
Look at us.
Several times.
I'll explain how radio works later. Christy, what is the name of the chair you're sitting in?
You don't know how it works because
Poetry
they told...
for Neanderthals.
What?
Poetry.
Oh.
For
Not
Neanderthals. Thralls.
This is why you do it, you see.
Neanderthals.
Mushmouth over there can't even get it out.
Poetry for Neanderthals. The not safe for work
Neanderthals.
edition.
Where do you get it?
Target.
Sound effect?
He's a puppet master this morning.
Yeah, he is. Boy. Oof.
Louder.
Such a dick.
You guys want to play around real quick?
Yes, I do.
Let's play around.
Okay, it's time for Poetry for Neanderthals,
We'll
Not
play
Safe
around.
for Work edition, starring the Bob and Tom Show. Go ahead.
I can only give you clues in one syllable. Remember that.
Yeah.
Right.
When a girl is...
That's too close.
Period.
When, girl,
You want me to
can't-
do that?
I don't think you can use
I don't think you can use a full sentence.
Hyman.
Of course you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you
Yeah, you can, apparently.
You can't.
Yes, turn
use-
around.
Yes, you can.
Period.
When a girl is full of a kid...
Oh, God.
Pregnant.
Yes.
Pregnant
She
pause?
has a...
Bump.
Belly.
yes, and I used the hand motion I shouldn't have. But
Belly.
yes.
Belly or bump?
Belly or bump?
Bump.
Speed bump.
Not cute, but...
Ugly bump?
Ugly.
So...
Bump ass ugly.
Bumping uglies.
No end.
Bump uglies.
Yes.
Bump ugly. Never heard that
Bump
term.
ugly.
Sure.
Bump uglies would mean, Christy,
Making the beast with two backs.
Yeah.
yeah. Josh is doing the international
Okay, I get
sign
it.
for intimate relations in the horizontal mode.
Gotcha.
Never
Okay.
heard of that, Christy?
No, never heard that. Bump ugly? No.
Uglies.
Yeah, I think the implication would be that although many artists throughout history, and certainly in the Western tradition, the genitalia often considered to be somewhat artistic, especially those of the female, some would disagree.
Here's another one real quick.
They would look at that monster phallus and go, that is really ugly.
Please.
3-man band from up north.
Rush.
But.
Bum Rush.
Yes.
Wow. Terrific.
Very good.
Bum Rush. That was good on both.
Could have been
parts.
Triumph.
Did you see?
Could have been like, because they're a great 3-man band.
Did you see Tom raise his hand?
Oh,
to
yes.
No one has
He was quite proud.
Oh, yes.
But he nailed it in, what, 2 seconds?
I mean, it could have been Hump Triumph or something. Or
Triumph.
You don't hear enough Triumph anymore. What a great band.
What was their big hit?
Match Power, Fight the Good Fight.
So nothing no one's ever heard of.
You've never heard of Triumph?
No, I have, yeah. But I just,
Allied
none of those noise.
Rick Emmett?
Rick Emmett, an amazing guitar player. As a matter of fact, he went through
Great guitar player, wonderful guy.
One song's also.
Not to complete. Could we move on? Is that sports, for God's sake?
Lay It on the Line is the one I know.
Lay it on the line.
Chick, when you watch the nice TV shows, do they ever say, is that sports for God's sake?
No, they don't. They get along.
Do they ever say that to each other?
They stop just short of hugging every time they're on
Would you
camera.
watch Ornery News?
I would.
Yeah, it would be
could
funny.
Be the host. Me and Tom.
Will you just tell us the weather and shut up, Clive?
Now you got a TV show. Please.
Triumph, I'd imagine.
I was going to say this is my fault, but I didn't bring them up at all.
That was super true.
No, he brought him up.
It was the answer to one of the clues.
No,
Bum Rush.
was the answer.
Well, but the clue was.
I think you've forgotten how long this intro is.
Well, it's a great intro. Rick Emmett on guitar, ladies and gentlemen. The Canadian Power Trio.
7 minutes.
There you go. It's a great song. Want me to skip up to the chorus?
No.
Oh, here it comes. Remember this one?
Yeah, I do now.
I prefer the insult comic dog to this. I do not like that Triumph.
I love Triumph the Insult.
I do too.
Oh, who doesn't?
That's a nice song for me to poop on.
Probably one of my favorite shows of all time.
What?
We had Triumph the Insult Comic Dog.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, Pat Daly and Ted Nugent.
Same morning?
Yeah.
Wow.
In a bar in Nashville.
Did Nugent try to...
Nugent, no, he was great. It was not political, but we
No,
sort
that's
of
not what I was going for.
talking about his old stuff.
Well, Triumph gets political, too. You could have said the same thing
see
about
how
him.
we'd think that with you running your mouth. Misunderstood hero, Ted Nugent.
I happened my favorite, one of my top 10 guitar solos is Ted Nugent and the Amboy Dukes.
Oh, Journey to the Center.
I love that guitar solo. Oh, it's great.
Oh, man.
It's all context.
That was exactly like it sounds.
It was. You want to hear it? Don't you love that druggy LSD
I love
sound?
Nugent stuff. Love it. Stranglehold is one of my favorites.
You may not like Ted, but you got to love that song. Okay, I'm sorry, back to you. But wasn't that a great show? Remember that? Down in that bar in Nashville, and one of our guests had to be served alcohol immediately because he had the DT so bad.
Pat Daly?
Oh, I thought we were going to mention names.
You only named three people.
Ted's a teetotaler.
He was taking my feelings.
Pat's a teetotaler.
No, Ted is a teetotaler.
Ted doesn't drink.
What did I say?
Pat.
You said Pat.
Oh, that's a lie.
Yeah. Ted Nugent doesn't drink at all.
No.
It was me.
That was a great show.
I was very drunk.
Okay, sorry.
No, it wasn't. It was Pat Daly.
Yeah, it was.
Come on.
Stupid world record coming up. We're not done yet.
We have time. Go ahead.
Oh!
World record.
No? Nothing?
Did you push a button?
The Guinness World Record. Is that the phone? Guinness World Record for the largest parade.
The largest what?
Parade of hearses.
Oh, this sounds like a fun time.
Yeah.
I got us out of a
Broken in
jam.
South
Is there a train accident?
Oh, my Lord.
The event occurred at a funeral trade expo called Funerex Africa.
Now you're dealing with Funerex.
Or
We're going to need the extended version.
let me ask you something. How long did it take you to find this?
Oh, I have this right up there.
Isn't this one of your ringtones?
Yeah. When we come back, we'll hear about the. We'll hear about
Funerex.
Okay.
No mother in that. No.
It's a funeral expo, but they got a world record. We'll talk about that when we come back. But right now, you'd like to be at a safe place, wouldn't you? How about your house? And you can make it extra safe with Simply Safe, just like Chick McGee.
What would you pay for peace of mind? That's right. It's priceless, Tom. And now go to simplysafetom.com. We have an amazing deal for you. Just because you know us, Bob and Tom Show listeners, you get 40% off Simply Safe's award-winning home security system at simplysafetom.com. Simply Safe, again, named the best home security of 2022 by U.S. News & World Report. At Simply Safe, your safety is the only thing that matters. Simply Safe blankets your home in protection with advanced sensors for every room, window, and door. HD security cameras inside and out, and even hazard sensors that instantly detect fires, floods, and other threats to your home. Monitoring experts use proprietary advanced response technology to visually confirm when a break-in is real, so you get the highest priority police dispatch. And 24/7 professional monitoring costs under $1 a day. Don't miss this chance to save big when you protect your home with the best. Get 40% off your order. Just go to simplysafetom.com right now. Customize the perfect system for your home and do it yourself in just a few minutes. Go to simplysafetom.com. 40% off. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up, we have hearses on parade. We've got tombstones in the news.
Hearses on parade.
And then, are you ashamed of your sexual preferences in the sack? We're going to find out what those might be. And we continue with Name That Smell. It's a new game show. The smells you love. Some of these are very surprising. Smells people love. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey.
Oh, ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support.
Huh.
Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you
All right,
later, buddy.
Give it Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more. Clemson at number 4. Coming in at 5th was Michigan, followed by Alabama and unbeaten TCU. NBA winners last night, the Bulls, Miami, Oklahoma City, and Phoenix. And a full slate in the NHL last night. In regulation, Tampa Bay, Minnesota, Dallas, the Islanders, Seattle, Edmonton, New Jersey, and Arizona all win. Rangers, Vegas, and Boston all win in overtime. And the Ducks win in the shootout, beating San Jose. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello. Bonjour. The perfect gift has arrived for the single man. The new cologne from the makers of Clintorius and Bonaire. France's most noted fashion designer, yours truly, Mr. Béchon of Paris, has developed an exciting and stimulating new scent for men.
Honey, come on. You've been in the bathroom for half an hour. What are you doing in there?
Just enjoying my masturbation.
Mr. Béchon. Just slap a little on. Repeatedly.
Oh, God. Thanks, I needed that.
Is that Mr. Béchon?
Yeah, I think that's the sign.
Mr. Béchon.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
At Nike, we know that to get a job done, you need the right shoe. Michael Jordan doesn't step on the court without his Nike Air Jordans. And Jose Impalero doesn't step into the streets of Pamplona without his Air Toro. Air Toro. Once you strap on these bright red steer-hide zapatas, you'll be ready to run for your life.
Yes, hello, this is Jose Impalero. You know, when I put on my Air Toros, I feel like I can... Oh no. Oh, mi Dios. Oh, no, Toro, el Toro. Help me, somebody.
Air Toros. People would walk over you to get this shoe. Air Toros. Hemingway may have worn khakis, but he never got to wear Air Toros. Plenty of other famous people love their Air Toros. People like Gore Vidal, Bruce Hornsby, Red Skelton, and the Chicago Bulls. So, hoof it on over to your favorite shoe store, Air Toros.
No, Toro, el Toro.
Air Toros. Just do it.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guess, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on a low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. My buddy Christy Lee at the news desk.
I am your friend, Chick.
Darn right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
In that beautiful
mustard brownish
green
baby
sweater. There's Josh Arnold.
That reminds me of Willie's diaper when he was a little toddler.
Hi, Chick. Why drag me into that?
Did you ever eat a hot dog while you're changing Willie's diaper, yes or no?
Oh, no, Sam. That's when I first noticed. I remember I was on the phone with the phone crooked in my shoulder there, had a hot dog in my mouth, changing a dirty diaper, and I realized, wait a minute, I got to slow down.
Maybe I
Wait
should.
a minute.
There's Ace Cosby.
My buddy.
Yep, my friend. He's at the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Now, we're in the middle of a world record. I'm sorry, we interrupted.
Yes, we are. Stupid world record. The Guinness World Record for the largest parade of hearses has been broken in South Africa.
So I think this is bogus.
The event occurred at a
because there's no bodies in them.
A funeral.
Stop talking.
So you're saying it isn't a hearse unless there's a body in it?
That's not true. They're always a hearse.
Of course.
A hearse
is a hearse.
Rarely do we have 5 people think of the same stupid joke at the same time. Yes, a hearse is a hearse, of course.
The record occurred at a funeral trade expo called Phonorex Africa or Funerex Africa.
Well, that sounds like the worst deodorant ever.
Hey,
Dave, you smell like a rotting corpse. That's my new Funerex.
They had it on the Kyalami Grand Prix track. I'm sorry, is that Grand Prix?
It is Grand Prix.
Yes.
In some countries, yeah.
100. How many hearses do you think were in it?
You just said 100.
Well,
140.
140. Josh.
500.
Pat.
170.
Ace, you want to stop sucking on that and give me an answer?
Thank you.
150. Willie?
101.
Did he just earn another week?
Ah, boy.
122 is the record.
Oh.
Way over. My gosh.
This is so stupid. And by the way, I think the definition of a hearse has changed because most of these, they're minivans.
Really?
What do you mean?
They're not.
Yeah, he's right. They've changed them. They're kind of like
things change.
They've become
okay. They're a little more modernized.
More modern.
No, they're
yes.
minivans.
They are. Many of them.
They've been adjusted.
So what?
My grandpa used to have a hearse. It was so cool. It had purple velvet in the back. We would play.
You know the great story in classic rock: Neil Young and Stephen Stills run into each other on a freeway in L.A. and Neil's driving this old hearse. I mean, that wouldn't happen today. Neil's driving a modified minivan. Oh, and Stephen drove right by him. Oh, really good.
Oh, my Lord.
No more Mr. Soul.
I don't think
that original style.
Either one of them are capable of operating a motor vehicle at this point.
That's false. One of the Stephen Stills, the most underrated guitarist in rock and roll.
He's rated about
he's a genius. This is, if you looked at this parade of hearses, it's like a bunch of minivans. And there's no bodies in them. It's no, and look, nobody's even throwing candy. What a dumb parade.
I think
women flashing.
I think you're right on that. You do have to throw candy if you want to have a parade. You're exactly right. That's true.
Anyway, it's probably too depressing to get to, I guess, huh?
I wanted to hear more about Christy and her cousins playing in a hearse.
Oh, yeah, my grandpa had one. It was awesome.
Why did he have one?
My grandpa was a
Eccentric,
crazy guy, and I don't know where he got it. We lived out on the farm.
Love dead people.
Was it a Cadillac?
I don't remember.
Back in the day, weren't they all Cadillacs?
My uncle's probably listening. Uncle Denny, he'll know.
Cadillac.
Oh, you
It
know,
was
Leon
black.
Redbone drove
Had
a Cadillac.
purple velvet on the inside.
He once took it to a Dairy Queen.
Leon and Neil Young.
Wichita. He ran into the third drummer of Tom Petty's Heartbreakers. Everyone knows this classic story.
Josh, I wouldn't expect you to.
Sounds exactly like one of his stories.
I wouldn't expect you to understand the classic story of Stephen Stills and Neil Young meeting. Can you imagine a world with no Mr. Soul? Oh, come on.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, my gosh.
What's Mr. Soul?
My grandmother had the Hearse because he had a lot of kids and used to put them in the back instead of a station wagon. So he'd drive it around.
I see you. I see you.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a coffin back there?
No, there wasn't a coffin back there.
Yeah, the exhaust.
Is that sports?
Oh, I hate all of you.
Now we got a show.
You're not going to see that in those morning news shows.
I hate all of you. Extra.
There's more?
Multiple players involved in the post-game altercation in the locker room tunnel following number 4 Michigan's win over Michigan State on Saturday in Ann Arbor. And the school announced that running back Malcolm Jones, defensive back Justin White, edge rusher Jacoby Windman, and defensive end Brandon Wright all suspended for Michigan State because they did attack Angelo Antrell or Andre Antrell. Michigan State coach Mel Tucker reviewed what he called disturbing.
He's a bad mother.
Hey, shut your mouth.
Sorry, seriously.
Disturbing electronic evidence, and the punishments will be carried out. So there you go.
Okay, I'm looking at this stupid hearse parade.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's get back to
Did you see the end of it?
No,
They start
what was the
racing.
end?
They start racing.
Really?
You know, it looks like it's a dead heat.
Oh,
Once
my
again,
heaven.
he's laughing like he said something.
this guy's come in dead last.
Same joke.
Well, here's one for an inexpensive funeral. 2 pallbearers in a truck. That's going to be hard to balance. Is that sports?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Lucky, this is what you farted for.
2.5 hours.
Wherever you go, whatever you do,
I'm
always.
going to start coming in at 8.
It ain't bad.
That's not a bad idea, is it?
Get some extra sleep.
What are you talking about? No.
Hey, you got a pumpkin left over from Halloween?
Pump it. Pump
Yes.
it. Pump that
Yeah,
pumpkin.
waste experts say you should hold off throwing it into the trash.
I don't ever throw them in the trash.
What do you do with yours?
give them back to Mother Earth.
I do. I throw them in my backyard.
That's a great thing to do. You can compost them in the garden or leave them out for local wildlife to
Yeah.
snack on.
My jack-o'-lantern is on my deck for the wildlife, and the pumpkins, first off, I leave them out for the Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, so do I.
Don't you? I like to leave them out
Decorations.
because they look like old movie stars aging very rapidly.
The jack-o'-lantern.
After like a week, they're so hideous.
Just be sure to remove any remaining seeds and cut off decorative material like glitter, paint, stickers, and candle wax
I say gourd riddance.
before comp.
That was rough. Vic, your thoughts on Gordon Riddance?
I've been kicked in the testicles.
I would say it was bad and also shoehorned, which 2 of my least favorite kinds of jokes.
Let me ask you, Josh, have you ever made a hole just so in the pumpkin and heated it up in the microwave?
Just a little bit, like 20
gone to
seconds.
town, you know what I mean?
Everything has to go down Vulgar Road.
Maybe a beef liver.
Knock the teeth out first.
I like to keep mine. I lit them again last night.
You lit them last night?
Yeah, what?
You
the
banged a
jack-o'-lanterns. I love my. I think we posted pictures of my jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh, thank God. I mean, if you're not following the Bob and Tom social media, what are you
They're
doing?
amazing.
Oh, look what they've got.
I almost cut my thumb off cutting one of those things.
Holy hell.
So I love jack-o'-lanterns. They're
Sounds
great.
pumpkin.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
it's
kidding me?
after Halloween. You can't
This was
do
the
that.
second wave of them because the first one they got eaten by the chipmunks and the deer. The guy told me to go out and buy clear lacquer spray paint.
There's no reason to do that. Just don't make jack-o'-lanterns until the day of Halloween.
No, I like to celebrate the before and after.
Or
It's
you
an
know
event,
what?
Josh. It's a journey.
You know what?
After Halloween.
I've already cleaned up all my Halloween decorations.
What did you have up?
Nothing.
Oh.
Oh. Yes, Pat.
Speaking of shoehorned.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, he's really getting on all of our nerves.
Absolutely.
You have a song?
Man, I tell you.
you all and shut up all in one show.
I bid you all suck it.
Anna, for God's sake, earlier.
This is called After Halloween, since we're talking about it.
Okay.
After Thanksgiving, you
Wait
have...
a minute, is this from Christmas bonus?
No, it's not. It's hot off the presses.
Well, what the hell, then? All right.
After Thanksgiving, you have Black Friday. When Christmas is over, you have New Year's Eve. But guess what happens after Halloween is through and you're staring at an empty bag of treats? After Halloween, you get diabetes. Your A1C test is through the roof. So lay off the sweets and hang on to your feet. Because after Halloween, all you get is diabetes. I'm glad I brought the show to
Did you say hang on to your feet?
I did.
That saves the song.
Dealing with type 2.
That's why I brought it up. I think that's why you
joke about it all.
You don't joke about it. You bring attention to it.
Hey, can I have the other half of that? Can I have the other half of that Kit Kat bar there, Josh? Well, okay. So sorry.
How many Reese's Pumpkins have you had this morning, Tom?
I've had no candy this morning.
0. How many have you had?
2 dozen.
I was at the dentist yesterday, so I'm brushing my teeth a lot this morning.
That's a weird thing.
Remember we were talking about great smells?
Yeah.
You know, the opposite of that?
I'm just glad you didn't go to
that smell when you're at the dentist and they're grinding your teeth, and there's that burning and that smell of burning tooth.
Enamel. Did they have to do that to you yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh. Everything good now?
I'm just getting used to the new inside of my mouth with my tongue. You know that you have to reintroduce yourself.
Are you getting a crown or something?
I have no idea.
I don't want to hear about your tongue.
All I know is there was a needle in my palate.
And the inside
That
of your
hurts
mouth.
so much.
I hate that.
I saw a needle in my palate open up for gore one time.
Pretty good, huh?
When's the last time you French kissed someone?
Gentlemen does not discuss
Come
this.
on, man. In the last month, last 30 days.
Of course, I don't.
You touch tongues with your girlfriend.
Get some tongue action there, Dad?
I think we're going to talk about my new game show.
Do you guys ever just make out like sitting on the couch?
Just like lovers.
Gave her epiglottis a real working out.
Last night, I'm back
the kids and
I
they
get
go,
back from the dentist last
Mom,
night. I can
Dad,
barely move my mouth.
Oh,
that thing.
Oh, is that the excuse you use? Honey,
No.
I'd love to, but I can't move my mouth.
Here we go. Let me be a good son. If you and Kelly ever want to do some hand stuff, I'll come over. I'll take care of the
Hand
girls.
stuff.
You guys can have a little mouth party together.
You go over to Willie's
Some
house.
heavy pen.
We have
Over the waistband handy.
Could we get back to something, another topic?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Pat, we were discussing your CPAP machine.
CPAP.
And the fact that
Okay, how is that not just as funny as anything?
I giggled. But you wanted it from him.
See, Pappy?
Gourd riddance. CPAP. Same joke.
CPAP do what?
CPAP.
Grandpappy Amos.
Help Pat breathe.
Now, we had a suggestion here, Pat, that because as it has been established that Mr. Godwin has a so-called girlfriend. I know that's not the best term because she is an adult.
It's okay.
I want to make that clear.
Well, if you say lady friend, it sounds
Yeah.
even weirder.
And lover sounds a little too...
I like it.
Would this show, you think this show would be like an hour and a half if you talked like a normal person?
Right. You guys have never been asked to be on for 4 hours.
No.
That's just how it happens.
It just takes that long.
Yes.
No,
Boy, that is the smartest thing you've ever said.
Well, in any case, I should digress and
now, by digress, I mean.
Well, I mean, we could be entertained by chicks' fart noises.
I could be.
However,
I'm not going to sink that low.
So where are we going with this?
Well, we got a couple of them this morning, saying that Pat has been.
I can't follow that.
No, it's funny.
Been mocked about his CPAP machine. And you have a very nice song about it, about making love while wearing your CPAP machine.
Well, this is a work in progress. You had the guy that wrote the email said that he actually does that for fun. And I imagined, what would it be like if he did it by accident?
Yeah.
It was early morning, she was looking so fine, yeah. And all I had was loving on my mind. But I was unaware that my CPAP mask was strapped to my face while I was stroking that ass.
Oh!
Can we do it, baby? I know it's 6 a.m. We made love last night. Can we make love again? She said yes. Take me from behind. But we never knew for quite some time. I was getting busy with my CPAP on. Mask on my face thinking I'm Don Juan. But I look like an alien in the dark before dawn. Making love with my CPAP on. She said, you're breathing heavy. That's so hot. I sounded like Darth Vader, 'cause I forgot. She turned around and let out a gasp when she saw me in my CPAP mask. Yeah. Doggy style with my CPAP on, my black eye mask and my red long johns. Yeah. Must have looked like a superhero that she came upon. I can't believe she loved it with my CPAP on. Making love with my CPAP on. Surprised she liked it with my CPAP on.
Is it fade out?
Now it's every night as I stifle a yawn. She says, do me, baby. Oh, with your CPAP on. Studio fade. CPAP on. Oh. She really likes it with the CPAP on. Reverse cowgirl with my CPAP on.
I'm Pappy, the spokesman for CPAP.
Oh, Pappy.
You know, some folks like it in the butt.
With your CPAP on in the butt.
Thank you, Pappy. Always informative.
And you are on today. We're getting the Tom Cruise
Okay.
Put it in my butt.
No, we got this letter from this young lady named Heather saying she likes having the spaceman thing going with
Oh, that's
her man.
right, yeah.
Okay. Now, we were talking about smells, Christy.
Yeah, we were.
And
here's a good one.
People's favorite smells. I got a very odd one.
Cocoa butter at the beach.
Oh, cocoa butter.
Oh, that's a good one.
The number one thing about suntan lotion, the number one
Smell.
factor for sales is scent.
I agree.
I find cocoa butter very erotic.
Do you?
I like
How
the
about
smell
that?
of it.
How about that?
How about this one? This comes to us from Blake. Blake writes, I love going into the tire store.
Is that what you call it?
I was just in the tire store. That is a great smell.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Can you imagine? What's going on here at the tire store? What are you doing?
You sell
here?
tires?
How deep is this tread?
I had a flat.
What's going on here? Oh, you've got more tires over here.
Do you ever find any obscure nails or screws?
Yeah. What's the weirdest thing you've ever taken out of a tire?
How long you been working?
Most of the screws you remove Phillips or flathead.
Did you get insurance here?
I think probably Phillips. I think that's what everybody told me. If I'm remembering correctly.
Tire ever explode?
I want to thank my friends at Bell Tire for taking good care of my flat tire.
You have
Thank
a tire.
you.
Thank you,
gents.
Bell Tire.
Yeah. Now we have we have a few more smell letters.
Yes.
Now this all came off because of a news story about smells.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about bedroom activity. Can you give me a teaser about what's coming up with regard to the bedroom, Christy?
Oh, yeah. Well, we had that passion killer story yesterday. Next, we're going to have top turn-ons and top turn-offs. 2,000 people. Was that the magic number for surveys, surveys? 2,000 adults?
Plus or minus 3%.
Yeah, it seems like everybody does 2,000 adults. This was conducted by a sex toy company called Lilo. And we'll find out what they had to say about what they prefer in bed or what they prefer not to have happen in bed.
Okay.
Smell is very important in this survey, actually.
Okay. Right now, there's probably no better scent than the scent of grilling steaks. Josh, take it.
That's exactly right. We've had letters saying that the fall air is some people's favorite smell, burning leaves, and meat grilling on the grill. Well, you can have all of that right now, this time of year, with Omaha Steaks. Let's see here. Luckily, the flavor experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to savor all the flavors of fall with their mouth-watering assortments of perfectly aged steaks, ultra-juicy burgers, and easy-to-prepare comfort meals that are ready in a flash. I had some Jumbo Franks yesterday, my friends. I tell you what, those things, first off, they're gigantic. And they're also just packed with flavor. They're the greatest hot dogs I've had, and that is not hyperbole. Now is the perfect time to load up on all this incredible flavor. Take advantage of 50% off site-wide by shopping Omaha Steaks Friends and Family Sale. Be sure to go to omahasteaks.com and use our promo code BTS at checkout to get another $30 off your order. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com and stock up today. Omaha Steaks isn't just steak. It's the best steak of your life, guaranteed. And don't forget to score that extra $30 off your order when you use BTS at checkout. Omaha Steaks is perfect for those chilly and busy fall nights. You won't come close to getting this kind of quality at the grocery store. That's omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout. Minimum order may be required.
Thank you very much, Josh. Grilling steaks on the grill. Much better than just steaks sitting on the grill.
That's right.
Yeah, fire that thing up.
I wasn't happy
then we can eat them.
with how I said that.
I knew it. That's why I was laughing. We want to thank our friends at Omaha Steaks. Don't forget, the best gift. Send them to your friends out of town. When we come back, we have exciting things in the world of sex. Also coming up, Sexy Time with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom and Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davy, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davy, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, good morning. I'm Mark Allison, your cordial host here on Bob and Tom 24/7. And I have two questions for you. Number one, how are your feet doing? And number two, are your beers cold? Well, you could take care of both of those at once. Just sign up at bobandtom.com/contest, and you could win a Yeti cooler from orangeinsoles.com. And the best part, the cooler will be filled with their famous orange insoles. You put those on your feet, and you put ice in the cooler, or put in your beers or your sodas, whatever it is you want to keep cold in the Yeti cooler. It's the best in the industry. That's why it's so popular, and you could win one for free. Again, sign up to win at bobandtom.com/contest or at orangeinsoles.com. And it's true. I'm wiggling my toes right now in my shoes. I have my own pair of orange insoles, but you can't have mine. No. I'm not giving mine away, but you could win them from the Yeti cooler as well. Orangeinsoles.com for more as we roll on through this Wednesday on Bob and Tom 24/7. How you doing?
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Dionne Warwick, Fitz and the Tantrums, Gloria Stefan will all be part of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Other musicians involved include Joss Stone, Big Time Rush, Paula Abdul, Sean Paul, and more. NBC will carry the parade live, of course, on Thanksgiving Day, November 24th. Like Taylor Swift needs to promote her mega-selling Midnight's album anymore. Remember yesterday I told you 10 top 10 singles, like the first 10. Well, she's going to do a concert tour of stadiums now. She's announced the launch of Eras Tour, March 18th, Glendale, Arizona. Opening acts will vary by night. Swift says the tour will be, quote, a journey through the musical eras of my career, past and present. And if you remember the beautiful little film Julie and Julia, you're familiar with the work of food writer Julie Powell. She became an internet star after blogging for a year about making every recipe in Julia Child's Mastering the Art of French Cooking. That effort led to a book deal and eventually to the movie, which starred Amy Adams and Meryl Streep. Powell has died at the age of 49. She apparently died of cardiac arrest at her home in upstate New York. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like us dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Men, are you looking to add a little dance to your pants? Are you hoping to turn heads without costly and painful surgery? Then visit the Bob and Tom Personal Care Outlet Mall and experience the newest way to grow your fro.
Hi, I'm Chick McGee. I know what you're thinking, but Chick, hair hides inches. Well, that's only when you're naked. See, when I put King Kong behind closed doors, I want the ladies to notice a bulge that rivals those old Jim Palmer ads in Sports Illustrated. Thanks to this, I can achieve that look in just a few short weeks.
From the makers of Miracle Grow, it's the Pubador. The Pubador starts at the root system, giving your patch a major poof that only the latest in Frigomol technology can provide.
Wow, Chick. Is that an airbag in your pants? Or are you just happy to see me?
Let's just say my curly fries have gone home style.
The Pubador is a simple three-step system. First, apply the Miracle Mix to desired region. Place those puny pubes in curlers, and then let the Pubador leave you high and dry.
Wow, it looks like a bloomin' onion.
The Pubador, now available at the Bob and Tom Personal Care Outlet Mall. Warning, not intended for beards, backs, or buttocks. Ask for the Pubador by name. Pubador.
Oh, my God.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
At Q95.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Hey, Ace Cosby. Howdy. He's manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
And remember, don't ever forget, Christy Lee is at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition news desk.
That's right.
Available at your favorite Target store, just in time for Thanksgiving. Now, with Thanksgiving around the corner, we have a request. This
really?
is something from Josh Arnold and the Consensuals. A terrific vocalist and a great band.
Really?
Yeah. And I think
Did they meet Neil Young and Steve Stills in a cab?
At a hearse in the middle of L.A. You know. Here we go. This is a Thanksgiving tribute.
Well, dinner is done. It sure was great. You could have fed an army with the food I ate. I must have filled my plate a good 6 or 7 times. The table's clear, dishes are done, and the house is ours. Now the family is gone. You say, let's have some fun, and I can read between the lines. You walk over to me, you say, get out of that chair. You sit on my lap and say, let's head upstairs. You run your hand through my hair and slip your tongue in my ear. You're looking good with just that apron on, but I'm afraid my libido is up and gone. I just ate a ton, and I've got some bad news, my dear. I'm too full to Maybe you're out of luck. I'd get up if I could, but I'll be damned if I ain't stuck. I'm too stuffed to make love on you. I'm short of breath and intercourse is something I can't do. I'm too bloated to bang. My belly's covering my I'm just one man, but right now I weigh as much as a gang. Feel like I could pop. I got a deuce to drop. After that we could try, but babe, you'll have to be on top. Cause I'm too full to So babe, you're out of luck. You're out of luck. I guess I couldn't blame you if you called your old boyfriend Chuck. 10-inch Chuck. Cause darling, I'm too full to
Josh Arnold and the Consensuals.
I love that.
Oh, that is a classic. Thank you very much. Kind of a Thanksgiving feel.
Sure.
Or any big meal. Now we turn to Christy Lee over there at the news desk.
Speaking of meals, a San Francisco restaurateur has
Restaurateur, no way.
Restaurateur.
And I don't agree with that word. I know that that's what it is, but shouldn't it be restaurateur?
Yes,
it should. Yeah.
They created what is believed to be he did that on purpose to trick me up.
No, I didn't trick you up. That's the word. I mean,
to be the first
feel free to be wrong. This is America.
Restaurant exclusively for dogs.
Love it.
Oh, what?
Dogue. D-O-G-U-E opened last month at the city's trendy Mission District.
I think that's DeGooey.
The man's right.
Says here it rhymes with Vogue, chick. I'm just doing what I'm
that's
told.
Vagooey.
Rhymes with Vagooey.
I love that Madonna song.
Dog.
For $75 per doggy, you get a multi-course bon appetit, B-O-N-E, appetit meal featuring dishes like chicken skin waffles and filet mignon steak tartare with quail egg.
You know what? I'm for this. This is a fun thing for your dog every once or twice a year.
I mean, the fact that you have to walk over 8 homeless people to get there in San Francisco.
That's right. They chose that life.
You got a guy dropping a deuce in the gutter, but we're going to go buy our dog a $75.
The meal also includes a mimosa and baked treat for the diner's human. The Dogue's owner, Mr. Rami Masara, spends hours cooking and prepping for his service and says a similar menu for people could cost up to $500. He said the real goal of Dogue is to raise awareness about feeding your dog fresh, healthy, and natural ingredients.
Where's this located?
San Francisco.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Well, and let's face it, I'm a dog person, and there are my dogs would just as soon go to the dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, whatever this is, I'll smell it and eat it.
Yeah.
But filet mignon for dogs.
Have you ever seen them throw up like their dinner?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Then they go for it again.
Yak it up and then start eating it.
Of course,
again.
they're dogs.
Like immediately.
That's very polite of them.
It's crazy.
Do they serve it on platters or do they just drop it on the floor?
They almost like it better after they've thrown it up. Man.
Sounds like a twice-baked.
Jeez.
Boy, I think this is a fun thing.
I do too.
Yeah, it seems a little extravagant.
Oh, well, of course.
Especially when you've got,
of course.
San Francisco's like the capital of homelessness.
I know, yeah.
Have you taken the puppy to like a pet store yet?
I take her all over the place.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
What do you mean, of course? She's a puppy. You can't leave her alone. She's got,
Yes,
you have to leave. They have to learn to be alone.
She does sleep a lot.
Well, that's not being left alone.
Does she sleep alone?
Puppies are supposed to
sleep alone.
15 hours a day. But that don't confront me.
Yeah, but you can. I like it when you can take your dog into pet stores.
Yeah,
sure.
Do you do anything special for your dogs on their birthday?
Yeah, I get them a little bakery treat.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think dogs know?
Sing happy birthday.
This happens once a year.
Sure.
Oh, we got new dog beds yesterday. They're so excited. You guys would die. I'll take pictures of them. They're pink.
I have too many dog beds. I have 4 dog beds.
They're pink, fluffy.
Christy thought we would care about her pink dog beds.
They're so cute.
What are the sleep numbers?
That's all we care.
Hey, Christy, can you call me later when I can't sleep and tell me that's Josh?
K9.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. Very good. I couldn't think of anything.
All I could come up with was K9. I'm sure there's probably a funnier dog number. I don't know. Does your dog number? Dog number. Sorry. Do you have your phone number on your dog's collar?
I do not, but I'm going to get that. I'm going to get the Orvis ones.
I have the on the collar, and I have them both chipped. I got there. If they go missing, the whole world lights up. Yeah.
Good. That's kind of a cool thing. If you have a dog, you can get what is that called? They like embroider it into this collar.
Right,
so if the dog loses the tag, you've at least got that.
Oh, I've got I just have the tag. I don't have it embroidered on the collar.
And then if you have a relatively short email address, you could put that there too.
I thought everything was chipped. But I guess if people find them, not everybody has a chip reader.
If someone finds your dog, they can go, oh, this is Chick's dog. It says right there. They take the number, post it on Facebook.
And he'll pay $500 to get this back.
Yeah,
they hold it for ransom.
Yeah.
Coming up, we're going to be talking with Allie Breen with the show we call Sexy Time, where we help you with your love life. Coming up, we have sex toys in the news. We also have people who are concerned once they get into an intimate relationship with actually expressing what it is they like, because they may be judged by that.
I can't be the only one that just heard Tom say, if you're in an intimate relationship, right?
I was trying to be delicate.
Hello, Freud.
Trying to be delicate.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I mean, how deep? Wait a minute. How
deep is my love deep?
Yeah, we'll find. Well, you'll find.
Why don't you tell your son you love him, right?
I love you, Willie. You're my best. You're such a nice guy.
Whenever you do this on air, it creeps me out. It makes me feel weird.
We all love
I want to vomit.
Well, then you gotta lip
I get hard. I don't know what that says.
Wow, price of poker just went up, didn't it? Whoa!
Now I really like
this is
Let's see the TV shows do that.
This is one for the wastebasket. This show.
Yep.
Yeah, when we come back, also we have bees. Bzzz.
I didn't know what you meant by bees.
At play.
he thought so. Well, some people might think the letter. You don't know.
Ace has an A on his hat.
You mean the spelling events?
When we return. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working his cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out his magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, I give. Where's the boat?
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Bob and Tom Show has an app, and you can download it for free from the iTunes or Google Play Store. Do you have that Bob and Tom Show app on your phone? Are you listening to my voice right now through the app? For that, we thank you. One of the best parts about the app, you can listen to the show wherever you are, anywhere in the world. How do I know? Well, I get all the emails that come into the Bob and Tom Show. I filter them through and get them to where they need to go. Yesterday, we were talking about some of your favorite smells. I'm sure we're locked and loaded here with lots of smell emails. But again, you can always contact us through the app with just one click. Even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. And the best part, you get to listen to us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. So make sure you download the app. And if you know someone, a neighbor, a friend, perhaps a lover who needs the Bob and Tom Show app, let them know it's free and available right now in the iTunes or Google Play Store. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up with Allie Breen and Sexy Time on a Wednesday. We like to call it Hump Day around here. Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. Looming over the Federal Reserve meeting that ends today is a question of intense interest. Just how high will the Fed's inflation fighters raise interest rates? And might they slow their rate hikes as soon as next month? The Fed's expected to announce a hefty 3/4 point hike in its key short-term rate, its fourth straight, which will lead to still higher loan rates for many businesses and consumers. What many Fed watchers hope is that Chair Jerome Powell will hint at a news conference the central bank may ease the pace of its hikes, perhaps to a 0.5 point in December and 2/4 point hikes next year. Former Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu appears to be heading toward victory in national elections, with 80% of the ballots counted and showing voters gave him and his far-right allies what looks like a stable majority in the country's parliament. Votes were still being counted Wednesday morning, results not final, but Israel was likely headed to its most right-wing governor, bolstered by a strong showing from the religious Zionism party. That's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em. And don't miss the Chick McGee Shoe-In of the Week, Thursdays on the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Time now for the guy who would rather watch Star Wars than have sex.
Hey, babe. I was talking to the girls over at Delta Gamma, and they were thinking you and I should drop by and have a little fun.
Hold on one second. This is the best part. Vader's got Luke cornered.
Come on, honey. Why don't you corner me in the DG house? There's a sorority full of girls just dying to feel your force.
Oh, wow. Just look at the way Vader swings his lightsaber. Wait. Luke's about to get his hand cut off.
You know, we'd really like to see the way you swing your lightsaber. I told all the girls about it.
Dude, here it comes. Vader's gonna tell Luke he's his father. That's not true. That's impossible. Come to the dark side, Luke.
Baby, you can come to the dark side if you want, right now.
I'll never turn to the dark side. I'm Luke Skywalker.
Fine, forget it. You're more like Luke Skywhacker. Enjoy going Han Solo tonight, dork.
You know, those are two separate characters, and actually it's pronounced Han, not Han. See, Han was actually a Corellian orphan who became a smuggler, and Luke was the son of Anakin who became a Jedi.
All right, that's enough. This has been the guy who would rather watch Star Wars than have sex.
Oh, that is so sad.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
Nation.com.
Oh, boy.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
It's a well-oiled machine today.
They're going to come and take them away.
You certainly do make it impossible.
Try my best.
There's Christy Lee at the Poetry for Neanderthals news desk.
Yes, sir, Mr.
There
McGee.
he is. There's Pat Godwood.
Hello, Chick.
Hello. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chicky.
Hey, there. Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Chick, you know,
Huh?
You know, I got a heater in my truck.
Uh-huh. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone.
What the hell's that be?
There's
Chick.
Willie Griswold.
He's been singing a certain song over.
Oh.
I I'm Chick McGee off the air, so no one knows.
I was going to say, I didn't know what he was talking about.
I want you to share with the world. He's funny.
Why is it when I look at that hat and it says A, I think of Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Yeah, because it's the same font. He had that
That's
sweater.
the logo, yeah.
That's not the
Right?
A. That's not the A I'm thinking of. And there's Tom Griswold.
Albert Einstein.
There you go, Ace.
No.
Thank you, Ace. Now, a new feature in the show.
What's that?
Towns we've never heard of.
Love it. Love everything
Okay.
about it.
Got an email from a guy.
Now, don't tell us what state it's in. Just give us the name of the town.
Someone's going to be ineligible, I think.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, dear amazing people.
Nice.
Obviously, this must be for another radio station. It said, you guys played the song Too Full to...
Right.
Currently listening in our welding shop on the radio. The entire shop on the floor laughing. It was the greatest thing we've ever heard. Thank you so much. Well, that's Josh's tune.
How nice.
Along with his great band, the Consensuals. And this comes to us from another Josh.
Okay.
From, someone, if you know the answer, raise your hand. Don't shout it out.
Okay.
From Rogersville.
Oh. Well, I know of one.
I can guess, I guess.
I would guess.
What did I just say?
I raised my hand.
Oh, you can't
but you
play.
can't say, I know the answer and raise your hand. Then that gives too much of a hint.
No, I said I know of one. I'm sure there's many Rogersvilles.
Okay. Your thoughts, Jack?
I travel a lot.
Can I make a guess on the state? Illinois.
You're wrong.
Okay.
Missouri.
Well, thank you, Christy, because, of course, Josh being
raised
from
his
Missouri.
hand.
Right.
That was
But I also travel a bunch, so you would think we all do.
Been to Rogersville?
I'm a world traveler. You know, I had pasta in Rogersville. It was delightful.
I've been to 17 states.
Okay,
Been more like 47.
50 over here.
The word Roger always makes me laugh.
I sell jokes.
Ever since I read that the Diary of a Virginia Gentleman. He uses the term. He'll say, he'll go, I woke up this morning and Rogered my wife. Then sometimes he'll say vigorously, parenthetically. Classic volume. Highly recommended. It's great stuff. So, hey, good morning, Rogersville, Missouri. Thanks, Josh. Tell everybody at the welding shop we said hey.
Yes.
And be sure to enter, by the way, you guys. Enter
I've
the
always
Bob
wanted
and
to-
Tom Pigskin Pick'em competition. Yes, sir.
Learn to weld. I guess there are people that can weld and you can't tell where the weld is. It's amazing.
That
It's
is
artists.
incredible. Seamless.
Tricky.
Tricky stuff, man.
Yeah.
You get to wear that cool mask.
I take a class once a week.
Really?
Yeah. I've been trying to, I do woodworking Monday.
Uh-huh.
So Monday, woodworking. Tuesday, weld.
Oh, my. Wait a second. Does anybody. Okay, Willie, did you get that?
Wednesday, Adams.
No. Did you get that?
I am not following.
Girl Friday.
There was a actress, a real nut job named Tuesday Weld. She was on The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis. She plays a nut job in the movie, let's see, Who'll Stop the Rain?
Yeah.
So does that mean she is a nut job in real life?
I don't think she was.
Great character.
Apparently a complete lunatic.
I didn't realize she was on, I guess, Dobie Gillis, and she was like...
She was
would you
Thalia
say
Menninger, I think. Was
the first breakout character from a TV show that became a movie star, right? Tuesday Weld?
Good actress, but just like nuts. Anyway, so Josh was walking down the road to get to Tuesday Weld, and keep going.
Well, Chick followed up with Wednesday Adams.
Wednesday Adams.
Okay.
Which,
Floyd Thursday.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it's Floyd Thursday.
Joe Friday.
It's
I
Floyd,
have coffee on
Floyd
Friday.
Thursby from... Never mind.
Thursby. I know. Jeff Scott Fitzgerald.
Jeff Saturday.
Billy Sunday. Okay, I'm sorry. We could go on forever and it would still not be funny. Okay, let's see. Now, Allsy, we were talking about some bedroom activities. Christy, you want to review what we learned yesterday?
Well, we had the top 10 passion killers yesterday. Top 5 passion killers for women. He checks his phone during sex, making sex like a porn movie and talking dirty, having pets in the bedroom, moving to penetration too quickly, talks about sex with other lovers, makes it clear they've cheated. The 5 mood killers for men. She wants to make love the same way every time.
Boring.
My partner never initiates sex. Boring.
Lazy.
Big granny panties. She admits to cheating on her lovers. Oh, she's more interested in her phone than me.
Do you think the granny panties thing is that big of a deal?
Apparently to Godwin.
Very much so.
Very much so, huh?
She takes her pants down and you see the granny panties.
I don't like it.
And what do
You're
you
out?
say, Pat?
I would think you'd be having Thanksgiving.
No joke.
If I play my cards right, now that those are off, this may go well.
Even if you've been in a long relationship,
No.
it would turn you off?
I don't care for them. I like a hint of cheek.
Pat, if you want to get a woman into bed and you're hanging out and the guitar's there, what song would you try to serenade her with to really get?
Now, first of all, you're assuming that it's not on the pawn shop.
The old panty dropper.
Well, my go-to was Circle City, my own song that was a regional hit back in the early 80s.
in the region of his apartment.
You know what? I can just hear him setting it up.
Can you play a little bit of it for us?
Of Circle City?
Yeah, sure. You have a good
You know, this was a regional hit.
So how would you talk to her before you brought this up?
Very softly.
Well,
let's just get in that. Let's put ourselves in that space.
Christy, you need to be the girl in this situation. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Chris, I wrote this when I was going through a really tough time.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that.
Throw the seed among the stones.
Hang on, we'll throw the what?
What
Seed.
You're throwing seed out?
Throw the seed.
You know, like
It's
corn.
it's a biblical
or
reference.
Flower
It's
seed.
poetic.
Oh, this is not like
DNA.
This is not like semen.
Yeah, you're not multiple mixing around the town.
This is panty dropper.
This is your song, huh?
Actually, go ahead. Start at the beginning.
Throw the seed among the stone and watch how wild it's grown. Tough and twisted, something's missing, and it shows.
So what's growing out of stones? What kind of seeds?
Johnny Loud won loads of fun.
What?
Who?
Who'd have thought he'd be the one?
Did you write this?
To be drowning, no more. No one steals this. To be drowning, no more clowning. Throw him a line.
Who's Johnny?
I have no
Like some
idea.
guy in a Bruce
The character
Springsteen
in the song.
But there's no one on the beach.
I'm sorry, but I'm bored. I've got to
No
go. I have
one in the boat. The door's locked.
Fair enough.
Too tired to flow.
The key's hidden in my pants.
All the lifeguards left their chair.
This was a regional hit, bitch.
This is,
Anybody there?
you know, I'm sure that your day job is paying better, but
Do you know what a treat this
Here in
is?
Circle City tonight. Yes.
What the hell is
the
that?
bedroom is
this
right over
makes no sense.
Sure ain't looking pretty here in Circle City tonight.
Who's Johnny?
I have no idea.
Who's Johnny?
Johnny is
She
all of us,
said.
Tom.
Who's Johnny? Is
Johnny Everyman?
That was the go-to.
Johnny Sixpack.
Or a Beatles song, you know.
He used to work on the dock.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny did work on
No,
the
that
dock.
song is very good.
It's very good.
No, the melody's fine. It's just the lyrics are awful.
You know, you examine a Steely Dan song. What are you going to say? You're going to make fun of that, too. Bad sneakers and a pina colada. You're going to make fun of Fagan.
It was a beautiful song, sir, but I really do have to
Poetry
go.
is what it was when we were 22.
You pronounce that Fagan.
I do.
Okay.
We could fix that.
There's no fixing it. It was a hit.
He said the floodgates open for
Play
him
the first
when he played
couple
it,
lines again
right?
for me. Okay, well, we'll go right off the bat.
All right.
So you're trying to get this girl to.
Let's see what Tom has.
Throw the seed among the stones.
Throw a seed among the stones.
Okay.
And watch how wild it's grown.
Okay. What rhymes with gotten, Josh?
Rotten.
Cotton.
Okay.
Cotton might be better.
Okay, now go ahead, play it from the beginning.
Through the
So
seed.
this song may sound rotten. Have you seen how hard I've gotten?
You know what?
Remove that cotton so we can get to business.
This way, we're getting.
One in your pants.
Josh and I are getting right to the point.
Yeah. You got to sometimes.
Job well done. Coming up, it's going to be the show Sexy Time.
Some say I sing like James Blunt.
Can I see your
bra?
Okay. That went well.
It certainly did. Thank you very
It
much.
certainly did.
We can work on that song.
No.
Coming up
since the 80s.
God, we have some really good news stories we haven't gotten to yet because we had to do 2.5
We
hours
don't
of
have
sports.
time because you guys kept interrupting.
Okay, coming up. We have Sexy Time with Allie Breen.
No, come on.
Sexy Time.
Dripping with stank.
There it is.
We got to make a ringtone of that for people.
Put some stank on it.
Now, right now, I want to remind you, we've been doing a little bit of Thanksgiving stuff already in the show. I love Thanksgiving, one of my favorite holidays. Love Halloween, love the fall, and HelloFresh loves it too, and that's why HelloFresh has all kinds of great stuff for this season. Maybe you're planning a little cookout. Maybe you want to do a little tailgating. Well, HelloFresh can help you out. 35 weekly recipes to choose from. By the way, including such things as full vegan meals, if you're into that, or low carb or low cal, or good old-fashioned comfort food. They've got it at HelloFresh. Willie, give me an example.
One of my favorites, the pork sausage and shingled potatoes with broccoli and balsamic glaze. HelloFresh is going to send you 6 ingredients. You put those together in 4 easy steps. Just over a half hour, you have this delicious dish that you made at home with our friends at HelloFresh.
And you've heard that farm-to-table thing. Well, they're not kidding. That's why they have the name Fresh in it. Some of these meals are very quick to whip up, and what they do is they've done the shopping, they've done the measuring. All the ingredients are there. The pictures are there showing you how to do it. Saving money a priority right now all over the place, and HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping on your own and significantly less expensive than takeout. So get started today. Got something new going on at HelloFresh. Just go to HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. Why the code BTShow65? 65% off plus free shipping. That's a very big deal. The code, BTShow65, 65% off at HelloFresh. Free shipping, HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. And by the way, there's always something that fits your particular, is the word food lifestyle. Is that a phrase? You know what I'm talking about. Whatever you're into, they're going to have the answer for you. Great for date night, by the way. We're coming right back with Sexy Time. And Allie Breen, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. Perhaps you haven't seen the beauty that is Allie Breen or Jessica Alsman. Well, now's your chance. I would tune in now. You can see them both. Scorched Earth and Allie Breen talking about your relationships. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sexy Time on a Wednesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Hyundai is again telling owners of some of its cars to park outdoors. The reason? Some may catch fire even if the engines are off. The recall affects more than 44,000 of the 2018 Santa Fe Sport models. Hyundai says the SUVs have anti-lock brake computers that can malfunction and develop an electrical short. That, in turn, can cause too much electricity to flow into the computer, increasing the risk of fire. There was a similar recall of 350,000 vehicles in February, but it did not include these particular models. Once again, that's the 2018 Santa Fe Sport. A former Apple employee has pleaded guilty to defrauding the tech giant out of more than $17 million over 7 years. Deandra Prasad has spelled out in a written plea agreement the various schemes he used as a buyer for Apple's global service supply chain. Prasad would take kickbacks, inflate invoices, steal parts, and cause Apple to pay for items and services it never received. Prasad could face more than 20 years in prison when he is sentenced next March. The Nile Delta is one of the world's most vulnerable areas to climate change. It's situated in northern Egypt along the Mediterranean Sea and is where Africa's largest river fans out before meeting the sea. Farmers there are struggling to find ways to cope with rising seas and salt levels as Egypt hosts the UN's Global Climate Summit, COP27. Local residents say they hope the conference and the government can bring help to keep back the rising tides. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show. Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi. Just stop into Bob Bile Motors and I'll show you my Take a test drive and I'll also let you see my
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, your in the...
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hunt on Fridays.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Bill Belichick passed George Halas for second place all-time on the NFL's career coaching victories list. After the game, was very excited about moving into second place all-time. It's certainly an honor. Very excited.
I like the man acts like he's been there before.
You know, George Halas.
And before.
He was a coach.
And then he just wants to go to sleep.
He's a classy guy.
You know who's out there at number one, don't you, Tom?
Don Shula.
Don Shula. You once called me a sad old man.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, folks. Billy Mazing here with another amazing revolutionary product exclusively for Bob and Tom Show listeners. Ladies, how many times has this happened to you? You've spent a night hitting the bars and drinking way more than you should, but when it's time to hurry to the bathroom and vomit, your BFF is making out with some guy by the jukebox. Suddenly, you don't have anyone to hold your hair. Well, now your worries are over thanks to my amazing Barf-Away barrettes. Only $19.95 for a set of 2, 3 sets for $89.95 plus shipping and handling. Yes, these fashionable accessories can be attached at the first signs of queasiness, holding even the most unruly quaff out of the line of fire. Each Billy Mazing Barf-Away barrette utilizes oversized pinch clips, making them simple to apply, even for the most impaired fingers. Just put them on as you're making a beeline toward the facilities and don't worry about a thing. Barf-Away barrettes work like magic to keep your hair swept back from your face and free of stomach contents, tooth fillings, and toilet water. You'll emerge from the bathroom or back alley stylish, empty, and ready for more.
Yeah.
Just clip it, unload, and forget it. Best of all, if you order in the next 5 minutes, I'll include a tub of Bio Be Gone breath mints for absolutely free plus shipping and handling at $29.95. What comes up or down is nobody's business but yours with these powerful breath scrubbing mitts. So what are you waiting for? Order my Billy Mazing Barf-Away barrettes and Bio Be Gone breath mints, and let's get this party started. I'm Billy Mazing.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Available at Target.
Ding, ding.
We've got to go with sound effects from now on.
I like that.
I like the ding, ding.
It's like a pinball machine.
Like a ricochet rabbit kind of thing.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, check.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Jessica Alsman is here.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Willie Griswold's over there.
Fun morning.
I'm Chick McGee.
I loved Ricochet Rabbit.
And here's
Bing, bing, bing.
Yes.
Wasn't that at least 80s?
I mean, I always thought it was sooner than that, but it was rerun.
so, yeah.
It was like there were reruns in the 80s. But
Right now, it's time for us to pull up the covers, turn down the lights, get some sexy music because it's sexy time with Allie Breen. And, hey, Allie.
Hi, Alex. Okay, wouldn't that be turn down the covers? Oh,
Yeah. What did I say?
Turn up.
Oh.
that's how Tom does it, dude.
Yeah.
Lights off, covers over both.
Start off with the Dutch oven. To set the mood.
Oh, yeah.
No,
he makes love like he's hiding from a monster.
Now, Allie, just totally off topic, the painting that you're sitting in front of is a knockoff on a Mondrian, right?
Yes, it is.
Did you read the news story that there's been one hanging upside down for decades in a museum, and they didn't realize it was upside down?
I didn't, but mine might be. I might have the same situation. I have no idea which way this is supposed to go.
Okay, just checking.
It's a Mondrian.
The name of the show is Sexy Time.
Mm-hmm.
And what we like to do is help people with their love lives. Before we get to your letters, Allie, we had an interesting article yesterday about turn-offs and turn-ons. and perhaps we should ask you to weigh in. Christy, can you go over that list again?
Turn-ons were the passion killers, or we never did the turn-ons and turn-offs. Should we do that story?
Go ahead.
New one?
Sure.
All right. Yeah. So there's a new poll out there that 2,000 adults were asked by the sex toy company Lilo what their top turn-ons were and their top turn-offs. The top turn-ons are number 5, partner undressing you.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Partner telling you, I like that.
Yes, that is hot.
Compliments.
Number 3, being a good kisser. Number 2,
That's how I do it.
neck kisses.
Neck kisses.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I thought you said
41%.
I thought you said nut.
They're
wow.
really good, too. That does feel good.
Number 1 turn on, foreplay. Well, that's pretty broad.
That's really broad.
Yeah, very.
The top turn-offs are number 5, being cocky.
They should have used a different word there.
But I am the best.
All right. Number 4, eating with your mouth open.
Gross.
What are you
no,
eating? No food in bed.
Do they mean food?
Get into that enchilada.
Number 3, being flirty with other people.
How you doing? You want some of this?
Oh. Number 2, top turn off, talking about exes.
Oh, boy. You do that just like my ex did.
Can you imagine? And the number 1 turn off, poor hygiene, which gets back to the smells thing that we've been talking about.
You know I
all
don't
day.
wipe.
Wow.
You think I stink?
1 in 7 people were afraid of being shamed for what they like in bed, so they're afraid to speak up. 1 in 5 admit they can be judgmental of someone's turn-ons.
Well, I think it depends what they are.
Yeah, if it's fetishes, maybe.
Fired on you?
Could you?
How about pee?
Did I tell you that I like it when your feet smell like urine?
Would you mind walking around in some?
Oh, boy.
Could you pretend you're my stepsister? There's nothing weird about it.
I promise.
It's just been imprinted on me.
I can't believe that was a sex toy company and they didn't have sex toys as one of the top turn-ons.
Right? Yeah.
I think they'd add that on purpose.
Just shows their incredible integrity.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to our letters and see if we can help those out there in love.
Dear Allie, every time I go out with my girlfriend with a group of friends, she turns it into a tribunal about our fights. She'll bring up an argument we had and make them decide who's right or wrong. She acts like she's doing it in fun, but it's super annoying and uncomfortable for everyone. I keep asking her to stop, but it keeps happening. I've had friends do this.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Oof. It is awkward.
Oh, I think she's trying to establish some kind of dominance over you, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. Ganging up on you.
It's got to be some sort of insecurity, and that's how it shows itself. It has to be.
She shouldn't keep doing it. I think once is kind of a, whatever. If it was a good argument.
Bobby's upset because I set his car on fire. What a dick. Don't you agree?
Yeah. I may have done that before. It's fine.
Jerk.
Calling the backup. But yeah, she shouldn't be doing it every time. Then it's annoying. So that's when you just start saying something bad about her to her friends. Like, yeah, she was actually saying that you the other day were, I'm trying to think of something like you slept with so-and-so, kind of give up on the gossip, spill the tea.
You know what? I don't think you should go down to her level.
Yeah,
I think
don't feed the fire.
Right. I think she's proving to everybody what kind of person she is, and you end up kind of looking like a winner here. And when those two walk away, their friends are probably like, God, do you believe he puts up with that?
Yeah, I know how to end the arguments. Break up. Next.
Yeah, I mean, that is one way.
There you go.
That's what all the friends should just say. They should be like, you're both wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Once again, our guest is Allie Breen. You can reach her, ALLIBREEN, on various social media platforms. Send us your love troubles. What else we got?
Dear Allie, during an unrelated sad drunken moment, I hit up an ex-girlfriend for nudes. Needless to say, she was furious. I apologized to her. We had just strongly redeveloped our friendship since our breakup a decade ago. How on earth do I repair the damage that I've done?
Time and just
distance.
Yeah.
Leave her alone for a while.
Be like, hey, look, you don't have to respond. I really am genuinely sorry.
Yeah.
And it won't ever happen
And
again.
also send nudes.
Yeah.
No. Leave
When you forgive me, Kristen.
No, I prefer the older nudes. Don't send anything new.
Would you be upset if I called your mom?
You just got to let her be mad. I mean, So.
Maybe he should just say, yeah, like Tom said, take it as a compliment. If 10 years later I still want your nudes, things are good for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't mean to betray your trust, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, very serious. Okay, what's next?
Good. Dear Allie, I've been with my girlfriend for 3 years. Occasionally she'll have male friends in town and she wants to go out with just them alone to catch up. I think at this point I should at least be invited so I have the option of joining them, even if I'm just sitting silently while they catch up. What do you think?
Sounds like a blast. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Why would you want to do that?
You're good, dude. She's with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of guy friends. I understand this.
Right. Don't worry about anything.
You sit there and don't know any of the stories.
Christy has all the friends. We all know it.
Yeah, but he would. You're right. He'd be bored to death.
Yeah, why do you want to? Yeah, why?
Tell me more about some guy I never met. What he did in the dorm.
You can do anything else.
You did in the dorm.
Plus, if you hear any of those past stories, you'll start wondering more, get more insecure.
Right.
They're just doing catch up.
Don't be
You're
insecure.
Fine.
She's with you.
Yeah,
You're good.
she wouldn't tell you she was going out with him if she was cheating.
Exactly.
Yeah. She would hide
Right.
it.
But you're right. Maybe Jess is right. Maybe he's worried that there's a bunch of past stuff that he doesn't know that he could get the tea on while they're.
So
you know,
what?
It's not gonna help.
In the past.
No, he's too insecure then.
Yeah, it was in the past. It doesn't matter about now.
Yeah.
And some women are better friends with guys than girls.
You know what? When she does this stuff, go to one of your favorite restaurants that she doesn't care for. Watch one of your favorite shows that she doesn't like. Have some you time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place, the chicken liver. What is it? Chicken liver and beavers. What is it called?
Yeah. Go have sex.
It's like Hooters, except they serve chicken liver and they
Go
no, wait a
bang
minute.
somebody else, right?
Sounds horrible.
Do something for you.
Yes. What else do you have?
That's
Al?
hard to tell a guy, though. Girls are all about self-care and me time. Do guys really do that?
I'm too.
I think so.
I require more me time than I do together.
We time? More me than we?
You go to your favorite place. And, I'm going to need my sombrero. I'm going to El Snatchos tonight.
Hey, they've got good margaritas.
It's a nacho place that has the Joe's porn.
Who wants to go to El Snatchos?
A nacho place that shows porn.
Also, there's no nacho places.
Nacho.
Sounds like a drug lord. That's right.
Don't they have a place called
Don't
Pink
speak. Don't
Tacos?
speak ill of El
That's almost
Snatcho.
exactly the same.
Oh, no, it's not. I'm sorry. You had the name wrong, Thomas. Not El Snatchos. It's,
El Chico. Okay, let's get on to our next letter. Allie Breen is our guest. Of course, she's the host of what's the we call Sexy Town.
Oh, yeah. Dear Allie, my girlfriend is a bartender, and since she moved in with me, I've tried to get her to quit because I can and do support both of us. She says she loves it and she doesn't want to quit. It requires a lot of flirting for her to make good tips, and I don't like it. Also, it's bartending. It's not like it's a passion project she's doing.
Keep telling her things like that.
Yeah.
She probably really loves it.
Now
It's fun. She meets people, has fun.
She makes her own money.
Yeah.
She makes a lot of
Sometimes you
money.
need that.
Yeah, she flirts. Who cares?
That's how she gets her
It
good tips.
continues.
Okay.
So now she flirts for a living and then saves all her money while I pay for everything. Can I at least say, well, if you still insist on bartending, you can pay for half of everything?
Well, don't put it that way.
Why isn't she contributing, though? Why wouldn't she contribute a little bit if she's working and making some money?
She may if he just.
But if he makes a lot more than her and is volunteer, if she's making.
Yeah, she's
I don't know, however much a week, and he's making.
I
10
think
times that
I've
amount.
been in similar situations, but it's kind of fun when you just go, hey, babe, let's get dinner tonight, and by the way, you're paying. Like it's just kind of. It's like you
And we're not going back to El Snatchos.
Right.
We're going to the steakhouse.
Hey, you gonna buy me dinner tonight? It's kind of fun. It's kind of funny, and you do it like that, and she'll.
She would
I've
be
never
happy
been
to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, babe. Call her babe a lot.
Guess who's buying tonight? You, babe.
It is nice that he pays. Maybe she just wants her own
Hey,
money.
Chachi.
She just wants to keep her own cash flow just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, always
I
go
think
into
we-
a relationship.
You know what? This isn't going to work.
Yeah.
I think it's doomed.
Really?
Yeah, he's ruined it.
Ruined it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. What else have you got?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend forgot my birthday and insists that since we're in our 40s, birthdays don't matter anymore. I don't need some
Well, now,
huge
wait a
gift, but I
minute.
do want to feel special on that day. Am I wrong?
What year was it? How old? Did we know how old she was?
How long have they been together?
I don't know. She just says they're in their 40s.
And she
it's a
wants him to
boyfriend,
do
not a
something.
husband.
She wants him to do something for her birthday.
But he forgot it.
He's
Yeah.
not- he's- Oh, he just forgot?
Yeah, he completely forgot
I
it.
wonder at what time she reminded him it was her birthday during the day. Did she let it go all night? Like all day and all night?
Tom, have you ever forgotten?
Ever.
Oh, yeah. So how do you get out? What do you end up-
I'm terrible with
Have you
dates
ever-
and calendars.
What do you end up doing?
Remembered.
Yeah, I go out of my way to try to remember.
You forgot my birthday this year.
That's something. I mean, he has, 7 kids. What are you going to do?
It can be rough. It's just not. That's not my strength.
But you told her going in. She knew that going in, right?
No, I make an effort to.
Oh, you don't miss her birthday.
I try not to.
You know what? I think
So
you
you've
can also
obviously
make this
done
kind
it.
of playful. Just go, hey, you owe me. You forgot my birthday. Take me out. Let's have some fun, and then and make sure this never happens again. That kind of thing. You can be playful and still get your point
But he
across.
doesn't forget his birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you have popsicles in the freezer.
Just hold it over his head.
Well, that's the thing. If a girl forgets, she can easily solve that. I don't know what a guy does if he forgets he can't be like, all right, I'm
just
going to
go, you know
strip
what?
down and
I'm
this
gonna
is your present.
He can just go, hey.
Yeah, why is it such a big deal when a guy forgets, but if a girl forgets, he's supposed to automatically forgive her? It's okay, honey. Don't worry about it.
Maybe
That
this
doesn't
guy's
make any
working
sense.
4 jobs and is trying to make.
Exactly. It was. He didn't mean to forget. Or did he say, hey, we're in our 40s. It doesn't matter?
Yeah,
it shouldn't matter is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, it looks like he said that. That seems like that's the.
Okay.
You're right. When you get called out on forgetting a birthday, that's probably not the right response.
It isn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
No, who cares? You're 40-something.
Push him down the stairs. That's mine.
Hobble him.
Hobble him, said Altman.
I think we have time for one more letter. Allie Breen, what have you got?
Dear Allie, my girlfriend wants to come watch football with me and my friends on Sundays, but she's not a football fan, and it changes the whole vibe.
Yeah, she's gonna
She gets
ruin it.
offended when they bust balls, and she expects me to come to her defense instead of serving it back to them. How do I handle this?
Let him have his time. It's like Josh. You got to have your own time.
Stake her outside of the yard.
He needs his football team. That's fine.
Take her to the backyard,
Have you
tell
had
her to
enough?
turn around.
Have you had enough of people?
Tell her to go play in traffic.
Maybe you can have your own time, have a special day with her on Saturday. Do something good for her on Thursday night.
She's still going to want to come.
You think?
Yep. She's a fun ruiner. Just wants to ruin the party pooper. There are a lot of women out there like that.
A cooler.
98%.
You join the dudes. You gotta be able to hang. That's all, though. Like, that's weird. If you're gonna go with all the guys, just hang with them and just go with the flow. Don't crash it. No one likes the nag.
Let him have some guy time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Go, babe, I need my guy time. Out.
Or maybe if she goes once, she hates it and never comes back again. Or
No, it
maybe
sounds
they
like
can make it
she goes and
Hates it and then talks about how much she
you're
hates
right.
it. Yeah.
And then doesn't let him go anymore.
I can't believe Paul used the C word.
Well, you were being one.
What'd you want him to do? Let it
I've
go
met her, and I must say. Okay.
He tried using the B word, but you didn't listen.
Oh, jeez.
Allie, are you on stage this weekend?
I am. I'll be at the comic strip this weekend on the Upper East Side, and tomorrow night I'll be on the Kennedy Show.
All right. Good for you.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's great. Allie
Fine.
Breen can
It'll
be
be
reached
fun.
ALLIBREEN.
I hope you finally find the killer.
Tonight on the Kennedy Show.
The Kennedy Show.
The grassy knoll.
Yeah.
And who's been mowing it?
That's right. How did this happen?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
See
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Always
Bye, Allie.
appreciate it.
Bye.
If you'd been listening to the Sexy Time show with Allie Breen on those Raycon earbuds, it's that much better. Tell me more about the Raycons, chick.
Goodness gracious, Raycons, there's nothing worse than the mall in the months heading up to the holidays. You got kids screaming. You got 5 minutes to find parking. There's Karen's. Karen-ing, and the list goes on. You shop early right now, though, and skip the stress and snag some of the best deals of the season on something everyone loves, premium audio products from Raycon. Wireless earbuds, headphones, speakers, premium sound, useful features, custom, comfortable fit. The gel tips fit every ear ever made, and up to 54 hours of battery life, and they start at about half the price of other premium audio brands. Plus, Raycon makes gifting easy with holiday gift guides for everybody in your life, or knock that list out all at once. Get 30% off by shopping Raycon's holiday bundles. Oh, that's right. Everybody needs a pair of Raycons in their ears. Whether it's for listening to music, taking work calls, blasting a workout playlist, you can find Raycon in stores now like Kohl's and Walmart. But listen, you're always going to get the best deal when you use our special link, buyraycon.com/Tom, and it gives you a chance to show us some love. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. They offer buy now, pay later options. And use the code EARLYBF to get 20% off site-wide. That's EARLYBF, 20% off site-wide. Save even bigger and get 30% off Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles. That's EARLYBF at buyraycon.com/Tom, 20% off your Raycon purchase.
Coming up in history, we have Johnny Campbell. We have Howard Hughes.
Oh.
We have the International Space Station and James K. Polk. Oh,
the pollster?
Yeah, right. All coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes.
from your
And we were
conversation.
talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, will there be, feminine hygiene commercials, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mhm.
Because they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you to... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Augie Smith from Montana. Mark Allison here from Indiana. And congratulations, another guy from Indiana, Brian Huber, Brookville, Indiana, our Week 8 winner and a winner of the Big Green Egg Mini Max. He'll be soon frying up whatever it is he'd like to cook in his Big Green Egg. He got 14 out of 15 games correct. A two-way tie for first place, but he beat out the other person with the tiebreakers, and that's why you have to go to bobandtom.com/contest. Enter to win. All you have to do is pick the winners of the pro football regular season. Week number 9 starts Thursday night, so make sure you get your picks in before 8 o'clock Eastern on Thursday. The contest locks down then, so the picks have to be in. And again, if you pick the most winners like Brian Huber from Brookville, Indiana, you could win the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Details at bobandtom.com/contest, sponsored by the Big Green Egg. We learn a lot on the Bob and Tom Show today, no exception, as well as a little bit of history on this November 2nd coming up with Professor Thomas B. Griswold right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. World Series, Bryce Harper and Alec Baum helped the Phillies hit a World Series record-tying 5 home runs, a 7-0 win over the Astros in Philly in Game 3. The Phillies lead the series 2-1. Brandon Marsh, Kyle Schwarber, and Rhys Hoskins also homered for the Phillies. Ranger Suarez tossed 3-hit ball over 5 shutout innings. Houston starter Lance McCullers Jr. allowed all 5 home runs. He's the first pitcher ever to allow 5 home runs in a World Series game. Steve Nash is out as Brooklyn Nets head coach after a disappointing start and more controversy surrounding Kyrie Irving. The Nets announced Tuesday that they had parted ways with the Hall of Fame point guard a day after they beat the Pacers to improve to 2-5. In college football, the first official top 4 of the season is out. Tennessee is number 1, followed by Ohio State at number 2, Georgia at 3, and Clemson at number 4. Coming in at 5th was Michigan, followed by Alabama and unbeaten TCU. NBA winners last night, the Bulls, Miami, Oklahoma City, and Phoenix. And a full slate in the NHL last night. In regulation, Tampa Bay, Minnesota, Dallas, the Islanders, Seattle, Edmonton, New Jersey, and Arizona all win. Rangers, Vegas, and Boston all win in overtime. And the Ducks win in the shootout, beating San Jose. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Oh, man. Hey, Bob, you okay?
Why do you ask, Tom?
I noticed you're scratching your crotch and kind of clutching your chest.
Yeah, well, I have jock itch and a really bad case of indigestion.
Have you taken anything for it?
That's just it, Tom. I don't know what to take.
Here, try one of these.
Okay, you're the doctor, but what is it?
It's the only medicine you can take that relieves both painful indigestion and pesky jock itch at the same time.
What's it called?
Bob, it's from the people who make Tums. It's called Scro-Tums.
Huh?
Tom's right, Bob. New Scro-Tums can relieve indigestion and jock itch in just minutes.
Hey, feeling better, Bob?
Oh, like $1 million.
Let me buy you a beer.
Great.
And how about some nuts?
Thanks.
Yes, thanks to Scro-Tums, Bob can have a handful of nuts without attracting disgusted stares or worrying about a bad case of indigestion. Scro-Tums, the only product on the market that relieves jock itch and indigestion at the same time. Get your hand out of the front of your pants, put it in your back pocket, pull out your wallet, and buy some Scro-Tums today. Just look for the fuzzy little bag the next time you're at the drugstore. Scro-Tums from Frigamall Pharmaceuticals, the same people who brought you the product that relieves painful corns on your feet and itchy hot hemorrhoids. Cornhole H. Right, Bob?
Rightio.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work Edition news desk.
Hello.
It's Christy Lee. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
In the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
There's Jessica Alsman.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning that track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I got the cards.
Go, man,
Want to
go.
play a quick round?
Sure.
Once again, this is a new game from the Exploding Kitty people. Exploding Kitten. It's a Poetry for Neanderthals Not Safe for Work edition.
A lot of great cards in that box.
Yeah.
How do I get that, Tom?
Well, you go to any Target store. Thank you very much. Now, some of these are a little bit more adult than others.
Right.
Sure.
At the same time, adult yet juvenile.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like this one, which I can't even do.
Oh.
The first word is helicopter.
Really?
Yeah.
Helicopter.
Get that. Isn't it interesting?
Is that a move you have?
Crotch-like phenomenon.
Oh. Is that like your towel trick
Wiener,
thing?
yeah, meat spin. Yeah.
That's on there?
Yeah.
Is it like helicopter meat or
well, no, it's much more direct. Let's okay, this one's odd. Okay, ready? I'll try to do this. I can only use what is it? One syllable words, right?
Right. Correct. Use one syllable words. As many one syllable words.
Let's see. Boy, this is hard. Flash.
Gordon.
Light. Bulb.
Light.
Fleshlight.
Fleshlight. That's it. Very quick. Well, that's great.
You guys are too good at this game.
Okay, here's another one.
Well, I own many, many flashlights.
All I can think of are big words. That's the problem I'm having with this.
Oh, God.
I know.
It's just horrible.
Geniuses.
You know how hard it is to stand up under the weight of my knowledge?
Down to the masses.
Tit?
Two?
Tit for tat?
Tit for tat.
Oh, no.
Tic-tac-toe.
No. Tat.
Two.
You can use more than one word.
Tan.
Ink. Oh, wait. Line?
Oops.
Line?
Oh, boy.
Tat line? What?
Tat line.
You got to give us more.
God knows.
Get your stick ready.
Flesh.
Light?
Skin.
Skin.
Skin deep.
Skin tags.
Skin tags. How sexy.
Skin mag. Skin mag.
3,
2, 1.
Mice.
Trio.
Blast
3.
Blast off.
Foreskin. Thanks you. Foreskin.
Oh.
Could have went 1, 2, 3.
No,
Yeah,
for
instead
tattoo.
of 3.
Countdown.
I couldn't
I
say
can't
tattoo.
believe you're not getting the 3.
There's a time limit when you buy the game.
You can say things like, you hit golf ball, you yell.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, you could say that. I thought it'd be more economical just to say 3.
2, 1.
All right, here's one.
2 or 1, 2, 3.
Boob.
Boob. Job.
Cool.
Boob. Clean word for boob.
Breast.
Yes. You add what?
Breast implants.
Yes.
Very good.
See, if you guess the first word, it's easy to get the second phrase because it's a part of that second phrase.
Now,
But it's
some of
still
them
fun.
aren't even necessarily sexy or dirty.
This comes out of a cow.
Milk.
Boob.
Breast milk.
Breast milk.
Yes.
That's it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was it.
Okay, how about this one? Dent.
Oh, you're bad at this.
That's not going to work.
Dent.
I forgot I said that.
Trident gum.
I forgot I said that.
All right.
Back of throat. Am I close?
All I can think of are 2-syllable words.
Go ahead and try them. It's fun.
Bite.
Mark.
Teeth. Teeth.
Yeah.
No teeth.
1.
2, 3, 4.
Tooth.
Mouthful.
Scrub.
You can't handle the tooth.
Scrub.
Brush.
Toothbrush. Thank you very much.
What?
Let's review today.
That wasn't
I said, see, they're not all dirty.
That must be safe for work.
wrong
Time
game.
now for today. You're reading the wrong ones in history.
No, he didn't. It was anal toothbrush. So it is not safe for work.
What number is it? You don't know, do you?
Today's the 2nd of November.
You looked and then
No, I
looked
didn't.
away like you were looking away.
By the way, today's election day. Make sure you get out there and
No,
vote.
it's next Tuesday, you silly
What?
Billy.
Oh,
No, today's the day you get to win Powerball Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's, what is it, like $1.5 billion.
Who's going to pick up tickets?
We got to get that
We could
done
do
today.
that.
Yeah, we should get that done. I love those guys. I only play when it's over $1 billion.
That's right.
Yeah, like you win $900 million. It's not going to change your life.
Nope.
Okay. What is today again? Oh, the 2nd of November. On this date, James K. Polk. Happy birthday. And you remember what he did?
Yeah.
He was president.
Okay, not
Invented
how about this?
He invented fireplace tools.
Okay, 1898, Johnny Campbell becomes the first official cheerleader in the United States.
Ah, the soup aficionado.
At the University of Minnesota.
Wait, a guy was the first cheerleader?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay.
Josh, that seems unfair.
1947, Howard Hughes flies for the one and only time the famous airplane.
Spruce
the
Goose.
Goose.
I knew that one.
Grey Goose.
Oh,
Grey Goose.
And half
He was
full of
flying
Grey
on
Goose.
this, yeah.
He flew it south for winter and then it stayed. 2000, the first crew arrives at the International Space Station. Did you ever see the video of that? And the one lady calls, "Top bunk." Oh, that was great.
Don't make jokes.
Happy birthday. 1755, Marie Antoinette. Former head of state. She'd love restaurants today. A birthday party, they bring you cake.
yeah.
You'd eat it, too. Okay. Warren Harding. I'm guessing another old white guy.
Yeah, I believe it's pronounced Warren Hardon.
Okay. Oh, that's enough of that. What did we learn on today's show?
Hey, we learned a couple things on today's show, and actually, they pretty much have
Hurry it up. I have a breakfast sandwich in the microwave.
have all to do with Josh today.
Oh, I am very popular.
Josh has women that he's been with autograph his headboard. Huh?
That's right. It's an honor for them.
They really look forward to it. And Josh is still thinking about a title for his new live album that he's putting out. And Tom's suggestion was Witless Buffoon.
Nice.
No, I was just trying to urge him to do something other than live.
With Josh Harmon.
Thank you very much. Tomorrow we're going to catch up on all the sexy talk. We have some very interesting things in that realm. Also, sex toys in the news and teeth marks on the piano.
And get out there and vote. Today's election day.
No, it's not. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.